Yo, SUC in the building. We back, y'all. We got a special presentation with my brother Xion the WarChild. And we got an open, free flowing discussion tonight on the COVID masks and their effectiveness. But before we get started, before we introduce the panel, we're going to play a music video that was requested by my brother Xion the WarChild. So let's get it. Uh-oh. All right, here we go.
Get mine the fast way, ski mask way. We you stunting, I'm scheming, sleeping, I'm creeping, man, I'm broken, you eating. See, that's a very good reason, nigga. It's robbery season. I don't consider it thieving. We call it making it even. Me a kiss all off. Got no time for them bras, bro. Let you out with your bras, make you reach for the stars and drag you out of your car. I came too far, feel like these bitch niggas beat me. Real niggas fall. You ain't getting no that easy. I got it, I like it, I want it. Plotting, I'm watching, I'm on it. Don't ever think for a moment that you niggas say run to your face, make you open the safe. Make you best think smart or watch brains go twist. The paper chasing the paper. The money in the way I don't see. I know hate them. It's G's up to my last day. Yeah, nigga, I get mine the fast way, ski mask way. Boy, when you see me in the street, I'm probably on the creek. You know I got my heat and my heat, man. Listen, I'm trying to eat. I catch them while they sleep. Run up on them with my heat and my ski mask. When you see me in the street, I'm probably on the creek. You know I got my heat and my ski mask. My shoulder, it got worse as I got older. I'm riding like roller coasters, thugging until it's over. Strike just like a cobra. My heart is cold as a polar. It's nothing for me to show you. You don't want me to show you. Always up to something. I be clubbing in my see like that kicking shit. See we be fucking in my we take you enterprise. See a little stack prize. The last thing a nigga seen was my yeah, you know what it is. It's mine, it's his. I mean, it's yours, it's mine. It's in a matter of time. I need to stick up kids, get out of the tax. I'm putting guns to your kids to make you tell where it's at. Give it up like that, just like that. Catch feelings for the wrong bitch and get laid flat. I keep it G'd up to my last day. Yeah, nigga, I get mine the fast way, the ski mask way. Boy, when you see me in the street, I'm probably on the creek. You know I got my heat and my heat, man. Listen, I'm trying to eat. I catch them while they sleep. Run up on them with my heat and my ski mask. When you see me in the street, I'm probably on the creek. You know I got my heat and my ski mask. You know what time it is, nigga? It's robbery season, nigga. Rip up, slip up, pussy. We out this bitch, nigga. I got my ski mask on, some Nike gloves on, and I'm ready for whatever. Whoever, whenever, wherever. Yeah. Southside. Let it. Turn this shit off, man.
Yeah, so he just hit me up, bro. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm gonna send him the link, man. I'm gonna send him the link.
Is he gonna debate you?
I don't know. I'm just gonna see.
Hey,
see what he wants to do.
Yeah, man. Well, all right, man, we're going to chop it up real quick about the COVID mask. Hey, shalom to my brother Plumantis, always showing love like he always does. You know what I'm saying? The brother says, you already know where to get the great info, family. We must like and subscribe, hit that button. If you in here, hit that like button, support the family. You already know what to do. Exactly, brother. That's right, man. Support the channel, man. Support the channel, and we're going to support y'all. So, like I said, man, we here today just have a little discussion about COVID masks. Are they effective? How much are they effective? Should we be using them? And stuff of that nature. Because like the brothers were having a discussion in the back chat about the longevity of this virus and how long we might be dealing with this thing and how long we might be dealing with COVID-19, and the implications on how long we're gonna have to go around wearing masks. I work, so I'm in the field. I have no choice but to wear masks by the laws that govern the state that I'm in currently. So I can't debate them. I have to actually wear the mask for public safety purposes. You know what I'm saying? So y'all in for a good one tonight, man. We're gonna have a quick discussion on that, man. My brother Xion WarChild wanted to bring that out. The brother had a debate tonight, but I guess the brother that he was trying to debate and engage in conversation with on this topic was either late or no showed or whatnot. So the brother, reached out and said he wanted to do a live on it, and that's what we can do. What's funny about the black community and their reaction to this, because a lot of people are like, no, we don't have to wear a mask, and not just the black community, America as a whole is bucking up against the wearing a mask thing. I comply because, again, like I said, I got to go to work every day, so I have no choice. But it's interesting that people's views on the mask and the effectiveness of it, or should we do it, or is it like a sense of control? It's out there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, did that brother hit you back, brother?
I just sent him the link, so we'll see if he pops in. It looks like he ain't respond back yet, but he said that he was ready. So if he comes in, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we can do it freestyle. You know what I'm saying? I really have a PowerPoint and everything ready for this, but we might just freestyle this right now. I don't think he coming with a PowerPoint. He's talking about, oh, I'm the source. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, bring your sources and citations. The source. So I'm the source. Oh, don't do that, man. I learned too much dealing with the source to not come with a PowerPoint. You don't want to do that with me, bro.
Right.
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
So what is the brother? I would like to get him on here so I can see where his mind is.
He's saying that the mask has no effectiveness. Okay, he's saying that with that. I don't understand how you can say that something that impedes the aerosols and the spittle and saliva coming from your mouth doesn't have absolutely any effectiveness. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that some of these cloth masks are 100% effective, but this is why the CDC and everybody are using 3 specific methods with, what I'm saying, and one of them is the mask. The other one is the social distancing, being within a certain degree of a certain amount of space between other people. And the second thing is the sanitization of your hands. So with those 3 things in combination, doesn't mean 100%, but it minimizes the risks. You feel what I'm saying? And so, for someone to say that it has absolutely, and we understand that biological warfare and eugenics have been placed upon our people for a long period of time. For us as African Americans, knowing that this COVID-19 virus has affected the African American community of people of color greater than most, most people, it would be absolutely absurd to not take, whatever precautions that we can. Some of these other masks and stuff, the medical masks are not great at impeding all the particles. Some particles do come out, but I have all of this information that actually measures just how much of the aerosols and the saliva sprays and stuff come out of your face. When you cough, people say, don't just cough out loud, right? You know what I'm saying? Without covering your mouth. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that, some of those aerosols don't come out the side of your hand. They tell you to put your mouth in the corner, the crook of your arm, if you're going to sneeze or cough. You know what I'm saying? And that would be respectful. Not only that, but it impedes, if you have a cold, it impedes the possibility of somebody in your space from breathing in those aerosols and thus catching a cold. So this is my point. I think it's not rocket science or rocket surgery. I like to use that term. But any way that we can impede breathing in or coughing out in around our children, around our elders, especially our elders, they have the least defenses against this virus, and this virus is going to be here for a long time. So we're gonna get into all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting for this brother to come in. Hopefully he's here. He's not here yet, but yeah.
That's not Ruger the Lion. What's the brother name?
His name is Dominus Andy Treese Magistus L. I believe the brother's a Moorish brother. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he's in the back chat yet. I sent him the link. So and I will screenshot it. The boy don't show up. I'm going to get on his line, B.
Okay. You know what's interesting? Hey, shalom, Ruger the Lion. Shalom, brother. I see you in the building. And Jihad, shalom to you too, bro. I know you're probably busy right now, but shalom to you, brother. Someone before I address the chat, because there's a few questions in the chat. It's interesting that you put this in perspective, right? That this is going to be like the new influenza, where you have to get shots every year. I don't think people are looking at it like that, and the longevity of this thing. And what you said when we were in the back chat was, this is going to be with us for a long time, and that's a reality shot right there, man. That, like, just to think about, this is going to stick with us just like the influenza. So every year these people are going to promote shots. And you even touched on that the motivation behind that is all monetary.
Absolutely. And about population control. It's a population control tactic. Remember that the first place that this thing popped out was in China. China has been on their population issues for a long time. They have you can't even have more than 2 children in China. Okay? People actually get abortions if they find out that the child is a baby, is a girl. Because a lot of times that in their culture, having male children is more preferable than having little girls. So knowing that they have such a large population that is it's over the rails. They minimize how many babies you can have. So the first place this thing broke out and started killing people was right where they needed to test population control. You feel me?
Yeah, it makes sense. That makes sense. We know a lot of these forces exist that want to maybe do harm or, like I said, control population. But I also want to, because there's a few questions for you, brother, in the chat. Brothers is questioning this, man. My brother Plumantis, lone supporter, he said, let me correct that first statement. I do not believe they are effective. I believe they are more harmful. So he believes wearing the mask are more harmful. You got anything you want to speak towards that statement?
Yeah, I'll say this. Going back all the way, to Morocco, even in Israel and in the Middle East, to say that the mask is to say that it's ineffective is one thing, okay, but to say that it's harmful to me is absolutely ridiculous, because in desert regions and in places, people be like, I don't know why people wear all of these clothes and robes and they cover their face in hot climates. They cover their face so they're not breathing in or bringing in the sand particles when there's sandstorms and wind and sand and dust, and all of these micro, particles are flying in your face. Even in Islam, the women cover their mouths, pretty much, to hide their beauty. However, we've been wearing masks over our mouths for millennia. There's no harm in covering your face. There's no harm. When there's carbon dioxide and monoxide in the air. You're not just breathing in 100% oxygen. Actually, if you breathe in 100% oxygen, not only will you get high, you might die. Okay, so okay, so understand that breathing in carbons is not necessarily, unless you're breathing in like thick carbon monoxide from a fire. You know what I'm saying? You can stop, drop, and roll, get down to the lowest part of the floor where the oxygen levels are a little bit higher in order to get out of a fire to save your life. But however, every day you're breathing in other particles. You're not just breathing in oxygen. Okay, the oxygen levels on this planet has changed exponentially throughout, you know what I'm saying, time since, you know what I'm saying, and I mean, I know a lot of people might argue, you know what I'm saying, the age of the Earth. However, you know what I'm saying, even 8,000 years ago, 10,000 years ago, 15,000 years ago, the oxygen in our atmosphere was much different. Gases are in our atmosphere now. You know what I'm saying, that are tearing up the ozone layer. We're breathing in carbon monoxide every day with cars. You know what I'm saying? So to say that, you know, to place a mask, a cloth mask over your face is harmful is absolutely ridiculous. It's no less harmful. It's no more harmful. Certainly, it's far less harmful than you sitting in your car with your transmission fluids and carbon monoxide coming from your car. You know what I'm saying?
disagree.
You're breathing in you're okay. You're breathing in air from your coolant system. And in that coolant system, there are chemicals that are coming through your AC unit in your car and in your home. Okay, you're breathing in a lot of stuff on a regular basis.
You
Okay, so to
definitely
say
are.
that just placing a cloth mask over your face is harmful is absolutely absurd.
It can be harmful. And I would say in a proper event, it could be harmful. Now, if we're talking about creating some type of deterrent to combat some type of bacteria or virus, there's plenty of viruses and bacteria that develop in warm and moist places. And when you're breathing out of the mask, all of that moisture is right in that mask, right on your face, in the very canal that they say the COVID virus enters in. That's why they got to stick that thing back in your nose to get the trace of it. And then now we've created the perfect environment for flu-like symptoms to develop. So I think it could be more harmful in a proper setting.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you on that, man. Like I said, I'm tossed up with it because, like I said, I go to work and I'm in people's homes, so my customers would love to see me with mask, gloves. You know what I'm saying, and with the proper stuff. And what you're saying about the sweat and stuff like that, you keep a box of it if you're working in them type of areas like I do, and you just go, swap it out when they get like that. Wipe your face down, swap it out, put on new PPE, and then go back to work or do whatever you're doing.
Is there any mandate or any type of ordinance to how often you should be swapping your mask when you're at work?
I don't know. I don't
So
know.
if you don't know, it still is a no currently for your situation. So what I would say is that yeah, they have masks, but that's why public education is key. You have to educate the people on why they're doing it and then the proper application of such. And I was just at the gym and they making me keep a mask on. I'm gonna run through 5 masks. I mean, I eventually did, but I could see how with the right bacteria or virus, how that could be problematic. However, I'm not speaking in a definitive sense, just outwardly thinking.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, that's what the show for, so we can have a discussion. And
Right,
Zion want to bring it to the forefront. So
right. Yeah, I just sent the brother the link again. So here's the deal. You know what I'm saying? You have great points, brother LV. I'm saying my right hand man. Um, how does this how the reason why they stick that cotton swab so far in your in your nostril, in your nose passages, is because the larger the capacity the infection itself, the aerosols itself, the infection itself is in your mouth, and when you're breathing, it affects the lungs. So when you're
Exactly.
breathing, okay, there's liquids in your lungs, there's liquids in your nasal passage.
That's
Okay,
that
so
moist.
in
That's
order
that moist
for the
environment.
Right. And so when you're breathing in, so now I don't disagree with you that you can't wear the same mask or wear those cloth masks. You can't wear those cloth masks over and over and over again. You have to change out your masks. And it's like when you go to a doctor's office. You know what I'm saying? The last person, you know what I'm saying, they were, touching with those gloves. If they don't change their gloves, there's a problem here. You
Have
understand?
any
You
of
gotta
you
change.
seen any recommendations from any job, any provider on how often you should be swapping your mask?
I don't know, but I know that the CDC has a lot of. I got some sources and stuff, and I had a whole PowerPoint ready for this brother. He said he doesn't have a PowerPoint, so if he's not going to have a PowerPoint, then I'm not going to go. I'm saying
Is
all the
is
way
he still
overboard.
coming?
I just sent him the link again. He said it is not working.
Well, what I'm trying to highlight
All of
here
us
is
got in,
that
but somehow he's not getting in. I don't know. I don't
what
know.
I'm trying to
Maybe he has
highlight here is
maybe he
that
has an Obama phone. I don't know.
what I'm trying to highlight here is that we have a situation to where people have been mandated to put masks on. And what my eyes is showing me and my personal experience is showing me is that the same environment that that virus festers and cultivates in is the same one we create when we put the mask on our face. Um,
Okay.
and I'm
Mm.
just saying, just even when you went through
Yeah.
your breakdown about the moisture in the lungs, see, I talked about the
Right.
moisture too, whether it be the breath,
Yes.
whether it be the sweat.
Right.
Now you
Right.
said, how does that enter your body? You said your mouth. Anybody,
Mouth and nose.
anybody with
You're
a
breathing it in.
5-year-old, or I would say sixth grade education would tell you most germs, bacterias enter through the body through your face, your mouth, that area, your eyes, your nose,
Right.
your
Right.
mouth, your
Right.
openings.
Right. Now, I said this earlier before you had came in the room. I said that there are three specific steps along. You know, what I'm saying that the mask is one of them. The mask is not 100% effective if you're standing closer to people and you're still not sanitizing your hands. You still have a great risk. So you have to use this in conjunction. The masks. Now, if you have something impeding particles from entering your nose and your mouth, you know what I'm saying, and you are effectively sanitizing your hands and keeping distance when you're having conversations, because even when you talk, there are aerosols that come from your mouth. Okay, and sometimes what I'm saying, you can even smell sweat. When I don't know what it is, but when like if I'm in public places, I can smell somebody when they have a sickness. If they have a flu, if they have a cold, you can kind of smell that coming off their skin. There's a bittersweet smell, and it's a body odor. You know what I'm saying? It's not cute, but you can smell that. Okay, pheromones and stuff go into your nose and into your mouth. Okay, so we're breathing in things every day. To impede it just even a little bit with the other two steps, which is social distancing, staying within a specific distance away from each other. Like I saw the picture with you and the General Yashar. So I could see that he was sitting, what I'm saying, back from you. Now you didn't have to have your masks on, but y'all were actually exhibiting the social distancing part. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask you a
All three of
question?
these together. Hold on. You're going into a public place where you have large numbers of people going back and forth. There are aerosols, there are germs, there's influenza, there's all kinds of stuff in the air because people are breathing, people are talking, and the only way these things can enter into your body is if you touch something, a surface, and touch your mouth, or your nose, and your eyes, and then you're breathing these things in. So impeding it, if everyone is wearing, what I'm saying, even a small cloth mask, while particles still get out of those masks, they have actually done tests where they actually measure just how much of the aerosols come out through those masks. Now the CDC has said that it's actually good to wear a double mask situation. So you wear the medical mask on the inside, and then you wear one of those like little designer jump offs on the outside. But you still have to change your mask, those cloth masks, and you have to wash. You have to wash your little designer masks. You know what I'm saying? Often.
Can
So
I ask you a
this
question?
impedes you breathing in particles that may contain the COVID-19 virus. I don't see how anybody can argue that it's ineffective in you breathing in particles or spitting out particles.
Can I ask you a question? Yo, Zion, can I ask you a question? Yeah, did I drop out or something? Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah. Just go ahead. Maybe the brother's busy doing something, man. Just pose it to the audience.
Yeah, I just wanted to know his opinion on the reported death rate and infection rate purported to the populace at hand. Does he believe that is an accurate rendition of what's going on?
I cover for the brother. I think some numbers may have been boasted, and I remember some things being taken out of context, like they were showing a European hospital when it first was going out to try to push the pandemic on us. With that being stated, there are people actually dying from the COVID-19, man.
They
I don't
are.
think
Is
They're
it
dying in droves, bro. My little daughter, my
which one
23-year-old
is it?
daughter, works in medical field, and she was saying during the height of the pandemic, she was scared. And I was telling her, I was like, you might want to just fall back off that job for a little while because they were throwing bodies in refrigerated trucks by the droves.
Were they
By the
old people?
droves. She was seeing it. Yo, she
That's
called me
bullshit.
crying. No,
That's
it's a
Yeah,
fact.
bullshit.
there's a
It's
lot of
not
other
bullshit.
testimony saying that it was a graveyard site in them hospitals, and nothing was. It wasn't really hyped up what it was supposed to be.
That's bullshit.
Hey, Andy G, I'm gonna let you go, but I also want to bring out
Yeah.
that a lot of those
We
elderly
do
people.
15-minute rounds and we don't like to cut people off in here. You know what I'm saying? You speak and I speak. You want to get this debate on. You know what I'm saying? I have a whole PowerPoint, but I'm assuming that you probably, what I'm saying, don't know how
Oh,
the
this the
source
brother you
works.
debating. Let me
Yeah,
Oh,
this
that's
is
fall
the
back.
brother right here. You know what I'm
Let me
saying?
fall
Welcome to
back.
the room. I'm glad you didn't run, brother, because I'm about to smush your head in.
Welcome to the room, brother.
all right.
Welcome.
We're gonna let these brothers get it in. Then I didn't even know that. I thought we still having a discussion. All right. Yeah, man. How y'all want to start? How y'all want to do this? Who go first?
He's arguing the
I'll
affirmative
take this
that the
shit
masks are
personal.
not effective. He's arguing the
I'll
affirmative,
take
so
this
he
shit
goes
first.
first.
All right. So, are you cool with that, Zion? Him going first?
Yes, absolutely, because I'm arguing with negative, so I'm going second. I do Lincoln Douglas style. So yes.
All right. So 15 minutes. Y'all, how many minute rounds are y'all doing? What y'all doing?
I don't need long, bro. This shit finna be some real
Well,
common
let's do
sense.
15 minutes, just, you know what I'm saying, just to give each other room to speak. That way, you know what I'm saying, nobody cuts in the middle. If he requires less time to argue, then that's fine. And, you know what I'm saying, and I probably won't need 15 minutes to smush his head in.
Three rounds?
It
You
don't
need 3
matter to
rounds?
me.
Yeah.
All right, let's do 3 rounds, 15 minutes apiece, and then I'll let y'all do like a question and answer segment. When the brother gets back, we can start his round. I got the
I'm coming
timer
right
out.
back.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. These brothers finna get it in real quick on on a debate on this COVID mask thing, man. Let's get to the bottom of it. All right, so
Mind
brother,
you,
when you
before we start, let me tell you that I've not worn a mask once. So let's go.
all
Let's
right,
get this bullshit over with.
your time starts now, brother.
All right. So he said that the mask work. And I'm going to agree with him on this. Yes, the mask works if somebody is talking in your face and they're spitting out their mouths like a lot of us do when we're excited. Yes. But do those masks protect you from coronavirus? No. Because I know that if I fart right now next to you, any one of you with a damn mask on, you're going to smell my fart. Period. And so what do the masks protect you from? The masks protect you from particles that's larger than 2.5 microns. That's what those masks protect you from. In which a droplet of spit coming out somebody's mouth. Yes. So let's go through real simple. Does anyone here know what size, how our viruses measure? Does anyone know?
Just keep going, brother. I got answers for
Okay.
you, but we're gonna
All right.
debate. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well,
You
okay.
actually about to kill yourself because you dropping information that I'm going to use against you.
Okay, cool. Use that against me and better make sense. Now, the viruses are always measured in nanometers, not microns. These masks that you are wearing do not protect you from nanometer sized viruses. Not to mention that viruses are never, ever airborne. Bacteria, however, can be airborne. Never viruses. Viruses can only enter your body through blood contact, or let's say someone getting a flu shot injected directly into your bloodstream, like they do with the flu shot. But these masks only protect you from micron size bacteria, and no virus is floating around in no air. This coronavirus and COVID-19, which are two different things, as I'm sure you've been paying attention to the news, they'll say someone has contracted COVID-19 or someone has died of coronavirus. They are obviously two different things, which they are. Not to mention it's 99.7% survivable. All these bodies that y'all have seen in these so-called hospitals, we went looking for them ourselves in New York and in here in Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta now. Never seen them. Hospitals never full like they report. We went to go see with our own eyes because man learns not by being told. So you can't tell me shit. I'm going to go and research it and look and see for myself, which I have seen none of that. And so the mask simply does not protect you from any nano-sized virus, in which in this case, coronavirus is 400 nanometers. So they say. See, again, this is just something they say. This is something they say. Are people dying? Yeah, they're dying. But nobody's dying from anything else but coronavirus for the last few months. Nobody's even dying from AIDS no more. Maybe a few cancer patients here and there. Yeah. Our this whole debate started by him saying that he saw someone, a grown person, which I just saw it today, but I see that every day. Saw this in Staples when I was filing some paperwork. It was a baby in there, had no mask on. The two grown folks did. Now, why is that? The babies, the babies don't have high blood pressure. The babies don't have diabetes and all the other shit y'all done wreck y'all damn bodies with all these underlying conditions. And the people that I've noticed that have died, their system's been shut down by those ventilators every single time. You never heard of nobody just falling out, dying in a house. Never. You ain't seen bodies coming up out these houses by the droves on the.
Apologetics.
We can't hear you. We can't
Can
hear
you hear
you.
me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Brother.
You can
Yes,
hear
sir.
me
Yes,
now?
sir. Yes, sir.
No one has seen people just fall out in front of them and die. You just haven't seen it. And there's just like y'all have many reports of these all these bodies stacked up. You have reports of nothing going on. So I say that to say this right here. The bottom line, let's just use some common sense. No, if that thing was actually airborne, and it's nowhere to run in your sleep when you go out. If it's airborne, if something is airborne, then the shit is airborne. It's everywhere, everywhere, and not a mask finna protect you that only protects on a micro level, can protect you from anything on a nano level. It's not happening. Not to mention, I'm sure all of you have done some type of study to know how the human body works and what you're doing when you're breathing out as opposed to what you're breathing in. What you're breathing in is not what you're breathing out. It's a symbiotic relationship you have with the earth and the trees of the earth. The trees on the earth produce oxygen from the carbon that you breathe out of your mouth, also the waste that you're breathing out of your mouth. What comes out when you take that exhale is dangerous. It's waste. It's like what comes out of the tailpipe of your car. That's why cars are made like the human bodies, just like it. So what he's telling me is just put your mask on and you gonna be safe. And if it's an airborne, god darn virus that's the size that's in a nano-sized particle, what's stopping a nano-sized particle from going in your eyes or going in the part up to going into the pores of your skin? What's stopping it? Why the mask? So I got the mask on. A nano-sized particle can still go in my eye, can't it? Or am I tripping? A nano-sized particle can go in the pore of my skin because the pore of my skin ain't even micro-sized. So everybody would have this coronavirus or CB-19 or whatever the fuck it is for real. You know, I contend that all the studies that when people get it, supposedly, all the symptoms are the same: loss of taste and can't smell shit and things like that. That's the same symptoms as a radiation poisoning. It's the same symptoms. So I contend that people are being radiated. And if you have drove your body down to a low frequency, which children, they're not dumb like adults. They're not closed-minded like adults. Children are open to the universe, period. Children are so high frequency. A lot of things just don't come near them. This is why they say God protects fools and children. It's really because they're vibrating high. Their minds are open. They don't have any fear. They really don't lie. Kids will tell you the truth.
Not true.
So, okay, maybe in some
Hold your commentary to the brothers finish. Hold your commentary,
Oh
everybody.
no, man!
Yeah, let him
It's
let
all
him
good,
spit.
man.
Let him spit. Let him spit. Let him spit.
It's all good. It's all good. Um, the babies. I haven't even seen no reports where droves of babies, from 0 days old to even 8 years old, just coming up in the millions with coronavirus. It's always some old folks or something. There's underlying conditions that they really don't report. And not to mention, in a lot of these places, um, it's facts that these ventilators are shutting their fucking bodies down. So now that he suggests that we should wear masks, I have to assume that he suggests that we all go take a shot some damn where. See, this is where I feel like everybody's playing games. See, this is how I know. See, this COVID thing, I love it. It done really exposed everyone to be fake and their religions to be fake as well. Why is that? Because if you, like, say, a Christian, it says no weapon formed against me shall prosper. If they truly believe that, there's no way in hell they can wear masks because they wouldn't be worried about a damn thing. So that's out the door. You know, I had a couple of Christians tell me God said put on the mask. Sounds like old boy on this shit right here. God said put on the mask. And I'm no Christian, but I'm more Christian than any Christian I know. You know what I mean? Because I'm foolish enough to really believe and know that I am protected by a universal God. I know this. I've never worn a mask and I never will. I can't breathe in them fucking thing. I never want no mask. I can't breathe in this fucking thing. Period. You know what I mean? So, and neither have my sons. See, I fuck with nature. See, if it's something like that, if you notice there's a lot of these little white little things growing in your yard. I don't know if it's growing in your yard, but I forgot the name of it. I got it written down. But what it's like dandelions. But what nature has done, since there's some kind of respiratory shit going on, nature done answered that shit, and it's right in your goddamn front yard, and you looking at the shit. You'll cut it, or think it's some weed or some shit, and pour some shit on it and kill it. But the cure's sitting right there in front of you. But if you're in that book and not fucking not going to hug a tree or something, then your ass is grass. And so then this is what they do. They pump you full of fear. What does fear do? Fear shuts down and poisons your kidneys, your liver, your lungs, especially your lungs. It's like when somebody has asthma, you can almost bet your bottom dollar that the man or woman that has asthma, they're hurting. They have something inside them that's really hurting them. Anger. What does anger and madness do? You're angry. That shuts your kidneys down, poisons your kidneys. All that hollering and shouting and all that madness, you angry. Start shutting it poisons your liver and your kidneys. This is I'm gonna cut it off right here.
All right, time. You got 2 minutes left, brother. If you didn't.
All right, and I'm gonna cut it off right here. So what I contend is you can wear all the masks that you want. Yes, it would protect you from, say, me in your face, and I have it, and I'm spewing droplets out of my mouth, and it blocks you. But what happens if that droplet go in your eye? Nobody ever says that. You know what I mean? I guess that's what the face mask is for. I guess you can't catch it through your eyes or some shit. You can only just catch it through your nose, maybe. So you got to put the mask on for your nose. And I want this shit to really make some real common sense. Explain this shit like a 3-year-old. Don't give me all that scientific bullshit. Let's go with some real common sense. Explain it to me like I'm a 3-year-old because I got the brain of a child. It says in the Bible, be like the child to enter into the kingdom of heaven. But many of you don't know what the fuck that really means. Because you think the children don't know no better. Or you'll tell a child to stay in a child's place. When really you the dummy. So I let it go right there, man. Ain't no motherfucking mask gonna protect you from no nano-sized virus. Sorry. Let's go.
All right.
Brother, is it my turn now?
Yeah, you can start now, brother.
All right, brother, you just shot yourself in the foot. Okay? Because one of the things that I said, one of the things that I was saying back here was that there are 3 things that you need to do in conjunction with the mask. The mask is not on its own going to totally protect you from the virus.
Wear 3 masks.
Wait, no. Hold on. Yeah, hold on now. Okay? Court is now in session. Plead the 5th, and you started confessing. Your objections are overruled, boy. Your fallacious statements in a boardroom full of sauces. This is the sauce, kid. You gotta come with sauces.
I'll come with
so watch this.
Fuck all
watch this. What? No, common sense ain't common for everybody.
Hey, Andy,
you know what I'm saying? And this COVID-19 got niggas catching bodies. So watch this, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? And much respect to you, man. I like the way you spit. You spit. And you just about to get ambushed because I'm about to do this battle rap shit with this while I'm dropping these facts, okay? Understand this. What you said was that the masks protect you from a certain size particle. Oh, so they do work to a degree. You stated to me that they didn't work at all. Just because you haven't worn them doesn't mean that you're not social distancing. I'm sure, the brother that you are hygienic. Yeah? Can we agree on that, brother? You don't wash your hands? You don't use sanitizer? Do you don't social distance? Don't answer. This is my time. It's my time, brother. It's my time, brother. It was a rhetorical question. You don't have to answer right now. You can answer in your next round. But here we go. Okay, so let's get on this, man. let's get to work, man. I'm gonna show you sources because this is the source. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to pour on some sauce. You know what I'm saying? On your cooked goose, my brother.
Whose source?
Oh Lord, this is the Sauce Debate League. You got to come with sources, but since we, you know what I'm saying, since we, you know what I'm saying, we a little late and we were a little bit, you know what I'm saying, too quick to jump into the debate. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to require you to have no sources, but you know what I'm saying, I have sources, and I actually told you though, I would suggest that you at least have a couple of citations. You know what I'm saying, because that's what we do here. You know what I'm saying, and in the source. Unfortunately, I was going to do this on Firehouse, but because I hit you up, I didn't know you was coming. I went to the source to have this discussion. You know what I'm saying? Now your head's about to get bust in. Because here, you get judged on the merits. All right? As states reopen, hold on, let me cite this citation. Okay, this is this UCSF. Still confused about masks? Here's the science behind how face masks prevent coronavirus. As states reopen from stay-at-home orders, many, including California, are now requiring people to wear face masks, coverings in most public places and spaces to reduce the spread. Reduce does not mean totally impede. It means it slows it down. Now, if everybody walking around here butt naked with their mouth open, spitting, freaking talking like I do, you know what I'm saying? Because I go all the way Busta Rhymes. I don't know if you ever really heard me speak, brother, but you know what I'm saying? I'm from NYC. I think you from NYC too? Yes? You can answer that one. All right.
No, I'm from
So,
Mississippi, man.
being the fact that I'm very loud, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta wipe my screens down. I gotta wipe my phones down. You know what I'm saying? Because
You breaking up, Zion. You breaking up.
spittle
Zion, you
comes
breaking
from
up.
my mouth.
Let me pause this time. You had 10 minutes, brother. 10 minutes, 30 seconds. Zion, I'm letting you know, brother, you are breaking up.
Now, I do understand what you're saying about the.
Can anyone else hear him?
Hey, Zion. Hey, brother. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Zion?
Somebody hear Zion.
Your mic is gone, bro. And Zion, can you hear me? Hello, Zion.
Oh, he got to come back in.
Yeah, he gone.
Yeah, he gonna come back in.
Just to get some airway in here real quick, so we don't have no dead space, man. First of all, man, I appreciate you guys for letting me be here. This is gonna be a good one, like they always do, man. They show and prove every time. But while we have a brief moment, I want to let y'all know, man, y'all need to go ahead and get that merchandise, man. Support black businesses. You can holler at the brother Yashar, man. He could press up hoodies, t-shirts, hat. It don't matter, man. Whatever you got going on, whatever your flavor is, we can accommodate, man. And with that being said, I'm gonna pass the mic to somebody else.
Hey, y'all know where most of those masks get made at?
I'm back.
China, Iran.
Hard self. You know what I'm saying? I had a technical difficulty. I don't know. You know, I think somebody tried to call me and it cut through my stream. So all right. So watch this. So you know what I'm saying? We're dealing with the CDC. You already said that. You know what I'm saying? COVID-19. The masks work to impede particles, saliva particles, etc. Now down to the nanos. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the reasons why if you're not inside of an enclosed space with many different people coming in and out, you can take your mask off. But me and my son don't wear a mask outside. Okay, it's not that serious. It's not no freaking, you know what I'm saying, exactly a zombie apocalypse. However, okay, so both the career centers, I'm going from that citation, both the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, and the World Health Organization now recommend cloth masks or the general public. But earlier in the pandemic, both organizations recommended just the opposite. And this is where the height of the pandemic happened. And I got the statistics on that. These shift guidelines may have sowed confusion among the public about the utility of masks. But health experts say that the evidence is clear that masks can help prevent the spread of COVID-19. And you agreed with that. You came out and shot yourself in the foot. Okay? And that more people wearing masks, the better. The more people wearing these masks, the better, because there's less of these particles, not the nanos, less of the particles being spread around. You know what I'm saying? You breathe out, particles are coming from your nose, coming from your mouth. Now, there was something I wanted to address. You talked about why isn't it going through your skin? There's something called beta carotene. And your eyes, when the liquids around your eyes actually have protective. The reason why your eyes are watery, brother. You know what I'm saying? Our eyes, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of brothers ain't going to deal with that, but your eyes were developed to protect against certain things getting in them. And this is why your eyes are always moisturized. You're not going to necessarily, unless you just, you know what I'm saying, touch coronavirus itself and poke yourself in the eyeball, you ain't going to just get it from a nanoparticle, you know what I'm saying, floating around. That's that, you know what I'm saying? And that's common sense, my brother. All right? So, but health experts say that evidence is clear that the masks help to prevent COVID spread of COVID-19, prevent the spread of COVID-19, and that more people wearing masks, the better. We talked to UC San Francisco entomologist George Rutherford, MD, and the infectious disease specialist Peter Chin Hong, MD, about the CDC's reversal on the mask wearing, the current science on how masks work, and what to consider when choosing a mask. Why did the CDC change its guidance on wearing masks? You know why? Because niggas was dying. All right, so the original CDC guidance partly was based on what was thought to be low disease prevalence earlier in the pandemic. Okay, so of course you are preaching that the juice isn't really worth the squeeze to have the whole population wearing masks in the beginning, but that was really a reflection of not having enough testing anyway. He said, Chin Hong, we were getting a false sense of security, which is what you have right now, my brother. All right, so Rutherford was more blunt. The legitimate concern that the limited supply of surgical masks and the N95 respirators should be saved for healthcare workers, etc., etc. Let me go to another source here. You know what I'm saying? How much time do I have, Brother Joshua?
You are currently at 6 minutes and 30 seconds.
All right, brother. All right, so methods for evaluating the effectiveness of surgical masks. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and just come off the top of the head. I'm going to do my research. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do here. We scholars, man. We academic scholars, my brother. Okay, this is the Journal of Bacteriology. Hello. All right, methods for evaluating effectiveness of surgical masks. VWGreen.Vesley, because I want to cite my sources. Okay, so let's go up here. It says right here. Let me see here. Let me see if I can get this PDF. I might have to go to another one. This is not giving me all the information I need. Okay, hold on. Let's switch up. Let's go over here. Go to another source here. All right, because this is the source. This is John Hopkins Health, John Hopkins Medicine. You know, I like John Hopkins. You know what I'm saying? That's a really good school. Okay, so should I wear a face mask or covering for coronavirus protection? This is my first round, so I'm just doing light work right now. I'm just tap dancing right now. You know what I'm saying? This is double Dutch right now. So yes, if you are in public place where you will encounter other people, you should wear a face mask. Face masks help contain respiratory droplets. You said that, which was when you shot yourself in the foot. All right, my brother? So face masks help contain respiratory droplets that can transmit SARS, COVID-2, the coronavirus that causes COVID-19 from people who do not know they have the virus. Okay? For example, when inside an office, store, restaurant, or school, or when in public transportation, you should wear a mask. The only exceptions are times when you are alone or with your family, such as if you are in the office with the door closed or in your car. When you are outdoors walking or exercising near others, it is also important to wear a face mask. Okay, so here, let's go a little bit deeper. All right, so they tell you the right way to wear a face mask, not just throwing on a face mask that that you don't, pretty much walked around with for the last 2 weeks and it looks like, like you wiped your butt with it. Okay, what's the right way to wear a face mask? Your mask should cover your face from the bridge of your nose to under your chin. It should be loose fitting, etc., etc. This is to stop, air, the particles and stuff getting into the sides. That's why the CDC is now saying that you can have the medical mask on the inside, and you should have a cloth mask, one of those, everybody wants to wear the stylish mask on the outside. But they also speak against those neck coverings that people wear, the little neck jump off they pull over their face, because it ain't protecting, it's not blocking anything. All right. So here, let me get some statistics here, man. All right, so let's see this. The deaths. Since May 25th, the deaths toll to May 8th, 2020 was up to 1,003 deaths. Then this is exactly around the time where the CDC changed their policies about wearing masks. By May 25th, the death toll dropped to 81. Okay? So saying that it doesn't work, which you said that it does, okay? So how many cases? There was 1.71 million cases, 48,092 deaths. Onondaga County, that's where I live, 32,941 cases, 640 deaths. This is the recent tolls. All right. So people are starting to gain some leverage here. Whereas, prior to when you said that, that wasn't true, that people were throwing bodies in trucks. That's an actual fact. Okay. My mother is in a church, and there was at least 20 preachers in May of 2020 that died from COVID-19 itself. Preachers that I knew growing up. Okay, so faith and works did not matter. Okay, they didn't protect them. You know what I'm saying? That weapon that was formed against them prospered, my brother. And so my issue with you is that you came on my page while I'm sitting here trying to protect my family, and I got I'm talking to my cousin, who I love very dearly, Empress Marie Lewis, who walks around with sage and incense, and she's on her magical Negro syndrome thing, I love her to death, I was there, and she's like, well, I can't wear a mask, I'm not going to wear a mask, sage is not going to save you, okay? Talking about all these herbs and stuff ain't going to save you, bro, from something that was created as a biological weapon to specifically target our community. But you going to come on my page and tell my family, the masks don't work. And come in here and say, well, it works if you're close up on. Come on, man. How many more do I have, Brother Joshua?
30 seconds remaining.
30 seconds. I'm gonna concede right now because I got some nuclear bombs for this brother. I'm gonna concede.
All right, so brother Andy G, rebuttal round.
He just said it was a biological weapon, and then said no weapon formed against me shall prosper. But then go put on a damn mask. Well, that's a direct violation. Fear and God cannot occupy the same space at the same time. Try that shit out for real. Now, all these wearing these masks has not stopped people from coming up with this so-called virus. Now, has it? It hasn't been doing much impeding anyway. So, based on what I've been seeing, I'm in the gym every day, being a sauna. The I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. Schools are open, um, and they've been open. See, we're not. My state wasn't blue. You know what I mean? You know, I know niggas was jumping up and down for that shit, but all the blue states was fucking closed and niggas was dying and shit. We never really shut down. I'm in the gym. I'm at LA Fitness almost every day. The gyms are full. Ain't nobody got no mask. Niggas in there sweating. I'm in the sauna every time I'm finished. There's people in there. Ain't nobody. If you know how the saunas is pretty small. And I've been doing this since they've been open. They only closed down about 2 months. I work around people every day due to my job. One of my jobs is a barber. If you know anything about hair, whatever you got, I don't give a damn if it's cancer or anything. I don't give a shit what it is. It's gonna detect in your hair. In your hair. Now, one thing as a barber, sometimes we've been wearing masks so we don't inhale people's dead skin, hair into our lungs because that can hurt us over time. As far as washing hands, I mean, niggas been doing that. Nobody had to tell me to do that. Period. For one. So you can get sick like that anyway. You touch a doorknob, go hit your eye, rub your eye, something like that. Then you can possibly get sick from bacteria. Viruses. So you still haven't touched it. A virus has never been airborne. When you get a flu shot, what happens to you? Or can happen to you? Some people get sick. Why? Because they just injected flu inside of you. It's really common sense. You go get this vaccine, CV vaccine, whatever the fuck it's called, whatever it is. Vaccine 101. They finna inject you with it. I got a homeboy at just for FYI for all of you. One of my co-workers, his mother just died 2 days ago. 1 day after she took that vaccine. So we Moors like to say caveat emptor, buyer beware, because they have a first of all, those vaccines they have it to where you can't sue them after you take them should anything happen to you. Some people are taking it and being okay. Some people are not. But you can't sue them if should something does happen to you. Like my homeboy, he can't sue for that death because they're gonna automatically say, well, you know, it's not direct that she died of coronavirus. But those, all of you need to read the Nuremberg codes, and you would see that what they're doing, how they have that set up, is a direct violation of the Nuremberg codes. You have to go read it though. I walk into stores and people do come. I was in Staples today. One was the manager. Oh, you can't be in here without a mask. That's the difference between a lot of us and a lot of other people, is that we actually know law. We know the law. There is no law saying that I have to wear a mask. Policy is one thing, law is another. I do not have to wear a mask. It's not a law. And even if they did pass that, it wouldn't be a law. It would be a code or a statute or an act. That doesn't apply to me. Actually, if you knew anything about it, you will hope a major store kicks you out, like somewhere like Walmart. They kick you out because you don't have a mask. You have a major lawsuit on your hands, and you would win for discrimination. And you heard that right here, because there's no law saying you have to wear one. I heard him mention wearing like some face masks, and the mask up under that. And that's the same shit that the Dr. Fucci or whatever the fuck his goofy ass name is. Now he's saying wear 2-3 masks. You know what I mean? Why is that? So I was looking, you know, those countries, the Muslim countries where they're always covered up. They're always covered up. You know, the hijab or whatever. I'm looking at those. I got these things pulled up. And they have low. Well, everywhere is low deaths. Syria only has 177 cases and 6 deaths. Sudan, 7,000 cases, 500 deaths. Saudi Arabia, however, has 136,000 cases, 1,000 deaths. Morocco has 9,000 cases, 200 deaths. Iraq has 22,000 cases, 712 deaths. Algeria, 12,800 deaths. Lebanon, 1,400 cases, 32 deaths. Libya, 467 cases, 10 deaths. What is this shit showing you? What is it telling you? It must be true that the shit is survivable. Now, we don't know exactly the nature of these people's deaths. A lot of the death, I've never seen no one, you ain't seen no one fall out in their fucking house and die from coronavirus. You see bodies piled up at the hospital, but you don't see bodies piled up in your hood? Huh? Does it make sense to you? That makes sense to you, I'm sure. You don't see that shit outside your front door, but it's bodies piled up in the hospital. Maybe you might need to stay your monkey ass about that hospital. But that's what my common sense would tell me, but maybe not you. You said it very accurately. Common sense ain't so common anymore. Period. My woman don't wear no mask. Now, someone like you, I want to ask all y'all a question. When are y'all gonna stop looking at yourselves through the eyes of a caveman? All these, I'm gonna pull up these sources. Well, who fucking source? Man, I'm the motherfucking source. I don't need this motherfucking computer for real. I'm the source. I'm connected to this universe. And whatever I want, I ask of it and they give it to me. The answers are encoded in my DNA because I'm an ancient one. And so are y'all. But I guess that kind of common sense is not too freaking common. When y'all gonna stop? When y'all stop playing with these people? Because that's what you're doing. He pulling up this source and that. I don't want to hear that fucking shit. Have you seen all the bodies in front of your door that you talking about? So people calling you from the hospital. Have you seen it in front of your door? Is it in your hood? Where are these bodies at in your hood? Where are all the funerals at? Have you seen the funerals? Funeral homes must be doing pretty good, by the way. I need to get me one of them bitches. All this money is out here to be got since it's like that. All the nigga can tell me is some shit he fucking heard from somebody the fuck else. Even when they say you got coronavirus, a motherfucker told you that. And you believe it. Motherfuckers die from cancer and AIDS because somebody came and told them, but you know you got cancer. The first thing that goes in your mind, in your head is fear. And guess what the body got to do? The body got to do whatever the mind tells it to do. But y'all not in control of your own mind, so somebody else is in control of your own minds, so now they controlling your own bodies. Man, please, bro. Like, get that shit out. I don't hear no more sources. Give me some common sense. Don't give me no more sources from these folks. But I'm going to keep it clean. My bad. Part of my body. Don't give me no more sources, man. Give me some common sense, man. Unless you can see.
Hey, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, brother.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, man. Keep it clean, man. We want to make this digestible for all audience.
For sure, no. My bad. Part of my body.
I appreciate it.
Part of my body. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm gonna leave it right there, bro, because I'm saying what I mean. What I say, and I'm saying what I mean. it does not compute. Look, man, the finite man cannot fathom the infinite mind. It cannot. You want to keep pointing these sources out, it does no good over here with me. I don't care about those sources, bro. I'm sitting here, I'm living this life, bro. And if anything is wrong, I'm gonna go back to nature. You shitted on, excuse me, you talk down about herbs. To do that, bro, you talk down about herbs and it ain't none of that gonna save you but a shot wheel, something you don't know. A stranger done concocted and you don't know what's in it like that. But you'll trust that? You'll trust that? No, Jack. I'll go back to nature. You can have your shot. I'll go back to nature. I'm good. I'll go back to the universe. I'm good. I'm good. You gonna tell me bust out. Because Allah is the greatest of planners of all. Sorry. You're not gonna tell me a mask is gonna save me and God is not. You can't run that on me. Run that on some destroy your family with that, the little babies, because that's the only reason why the babies are destroyed, because of so-called grown adults with they smart selves, but they dumb. You should follow your babies. You want to live a better life? Follow your children. Follow your sons and your daughters, because they know better than you do. They born here with the knowledge. They're the ancestors reborn. See, I got a real problem. I see a woman screaming at a child in public, shaming that child. I almost be about to say something because I know what those babies are. See, it says in if you're a Christian, it says in the Bible, a child will lead you. Yo, man, this is not hard. It's really not hard. What it is that you're really pumping, bro, is fear. And that fear that you're regurgitating to me off these so-called sources, who put the sources out? And what makes you so trusting of it? Huh? You better make that make sense to me now. When you talk to me, you talking to a child. I'm childish. So make it make sense like I'm 3 years old. Man, go ahead and let them have it, man. I'm done talking.
You got 1:45 left. You gonna cede your time?
Go ahead, man, because it's really not nothing to say. He putting these sources out, sources this and source that. But meanwhile, I ain't never worn a mask, and none of my partners have never worn a mask neither. Man, that mask be making me feel like I'm about to pass out. I'll let my body adjust. What Allah made is superior to any shot. It's superior to any. Man, this thing right here that we live in, because see, this is not you. This is your avatar for real. You live within the confines of your body. Your body dies, not you. And this body that was created by the Most High knew what it was doing. Okay? It knew exactly what it was doing. And it made it superior. See, you were born perfect. You just become imperfect. See, you were born perfect. You know what I mean? It was a guy, Prince Shar. He said it. He said it great. He said, the books aren't perfect. The religions aren't perfect. But you know what is perfect? You are. Now, if you can actually counter that, well, I'll be real surprised. Like, please, I'll stand corrected. But nothing you said proved anything, bro. Pull out 100 more sources. Come on with it. Let me hear this BS. Come on with it.
Time. All right.
Don DeMarco.
Zion, your round starts when you begin to speak, brother.
All right. My brother, first and foremost, let me let you understand something. You over here with this more science talking about you know the law. But nigga, everybody in this room knows I'm the black paralegal, is what my plaques say. So ask away. You should have taken notes from our last debate, so back away. You coughing in your funeral in your pastor's face. And ain't no saving grace if you still putting on this masquerade. My nigga, bodies? Talking about you ain't seen no bodies. Niggas get sick and go to the hospital, nigga. Hold on, man. I'm about to pull this trigger. You got a God complex, nigga. Talking like he's the sources. Nigga, John Coffey ass nigga talking like he's amongst bosses. Like he's the bosses. You know, I'm the law lion. Iron sharpens iron. I'm the force, my nigga. So when I bring you sources and scientific studies and citations, to sit down and take notes. I'm going to put you on vacation. Hold on now. You want to talk about what you do with you and your wife. Nigga, that ain't my life. You think you got all of the answers, man. You talking about you think as a child. But here's the problem, man. You talk about scriptures, man. But the Bible says that my people die for a lack of knowledge. But you want to sit here and tell people not to read and study. Are you serious? You can't be. That's not common sense. It's not common sense. That's stupidity. Okay? How you going to talk about the law with no citations? How you going to talk about the law with no citations? Whether you're a Moor or you're a Mason. I'm going to change the state, your TV station, man. I bring cases. Put that mask back on your faces, nigga. You just said it in the beginning of your whole debate, man. You said, oh, well, it helps a little bit. Shot yourself in the foot 3 times already, man. This is the round 2, man. It's round 2, bro. Court is now in session, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Since you want to go with no sources, I ain't gonna do that to you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna make it an unfair battle because I got a whole PowerPoint on this whole thing, man. But you know what I'm saying? If you want to try this over again after I smush your head in, you know what I'm saying? We can do that. So the court is now in session. You pled the 5th, but you started confessing. Okay? Your objections got overruled, bro. I'm overschooled. You know what I'm saying? You said you think as a child. Well, the Bible says, when I thought as a child, I spoke as a child. But when I became a man, I put childish things away. And this nigga went to college. So I got knowledge, nigga. I know how to use sources. That's why we in the source right now, bro. You need sources. So you gonna sit here and try to pull up that strong man argument about, oh, well, you read the white man's knowledge, this, that, and the other. Nigga, how did that magical Negro syndrome help Negroes for the last 450 years? Niggas were going on a Tuskegee experiment. They're talking about bad blood. Oh, shooting niggas up with syphilis. You talking about common sense. Nigga, where was the sense common? When niggas was getting sick, dying, thinking that the white man, you know what I'm saying, was it? First and foremost, every scientist ain't white, nigga. In today's world, science is based off of evidence. So all of your arguments are irrelevant. You ain't bring out one source. You think everybody's supposed to just believe in what Dominus Andy Trismegistus is saying? Nigga, stop playing, man. You don't do that here in Wakanda. Come on, man. We research, we study to show ourselves approved. And put John Coffey ass niggas out the room. Some magical Negro syndrome talking about, oh, I eat fucking this, that, and the other, man. Man, I come with citations, man. Because it's not what goes in your mouth that defiles you, it's what comes out it while you eating. And out here freaking goddamn COVID-19 breathing. I ain't playing with you. Do face mask work. Protect against COVID-19. I'm going to come with another source, my brother, because this is the source. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm going to put a little hot sauce on the last thing you said, brother. What is this? Where is this coming from? This is the journalist, Raleigh Public Health, emergency collection. Do face masks work against COVID-19? You already said they work in part. And I said that earlier, that there are 3 steps to protect yourself from this, to preserve your health. Sitting over here talking about, you know what I'm saying, eating fruits and vegetables. And so when you on some Dr. Sebi shit, that nigga died being sick. Nigga. Whatever. Respiratory viruses like coronavirus and influenza infect us through inhaling droplets or by touching contaminated surfaces, then rubbing your nose, mouth, or eyes. Viruses can spread further in aerosol if infected patients are subjected to an aerosol-generating procedure such as a nebulizer and mechanical ventilation. There are 2 major classes of face masks. Hold on. See, you didn't get the number one, the N95. That's what I was telling you about, right? Okay, you forgot that because you weren't taking notes. You came up in here butt naked and you ain't taking this thing seriously. You know what I'm saying? You're in a room full of silverback gorillas, man. All right? Source ain't no joke, man. Firehouse ain't no joke. Okay? Next time you debate with us, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to step your game up, bro. So, disposal masks that filter out droplets while tight-fitting N95 or P2 respirator masks are designed to be more effective filters of airborne particles. We're talking about nanos. There are masks that deal with nanos. Maybe you should buy one, my brother, before you and your wife get sick because of your John Coffey syndrome. Okay? Masks, N95 and P2 masks are more expensive. Both surgical and N95 masks may become scarce resources. Okay? Evidence in the efficacy of masks is confounded by whether or not they are being used in a pandemic, whether by healthcare workers or the public, and by the concomitant use of hand washing and social distancing, my nigga. So you gotta do all 3 together. Now this brother want to tell y'all niggas to take your mask off. It ain't future.
Might as well.
A meta-analysis of randomized controlled trials of pre-COVID-19 showed that surgical masks or N95 respiratory reduced clinical respiratory illnesses in healthcare workers by 41%. Oh, so this shit does work. And influenza, like illnesses, by 66%. They work, but they are far from perfect. Doesn't mean that they don't help, my nigga. Because you're walking around here butt naked with your ass out and want to try and cast doubt. That's not what we about here in the source. Okay? So let's go a little bit further. Let's go further. Some healthcare and ancillary hospital staffs have mooted wearing surgical masks all the time, even when asymptomatic, to protect themselves from patients. However, given the current low and declining transmission within the Australian community, the risk of a health worker inadvertently catching or spreading the infection, if not wearing a mask, is very low. Symptomatic healthcare workers should not return to work until they have been tested and found to be negative of COVID-19. So let's go further, my brother. Well, I'm going to give you sources. I know you don't like them because it smushes your head, and you want to try to you want to minimize my sources because now I don't work them ribs a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You tender. You know what I'm saying? So we have understanding, guidance of wearing masks. I gave you knowledge. I gave you the numbers from how the height of the COVID-19 pandemic began in around May of 2020, and how it was reduced by orders of magnitude once the masks, sanitizers, and social distancing became prevalent discussions. And you're going to sit here and tell me that by law, you can sue somebody for discriminating against you walking in their store with no mask. Nigga, you need to check the law again. Okay? Anybody can stop you from doing something when there's a pandemic. They can tell you that you cannot come in their store, and there's nothing you can do about it. You'll end up losing that law case, brother. I'm a paralegal. I'm a father's rights attorney. I'm not an attorney. Father's rights advocate. Okay? Everybody in this room knows I study the law all day, every day. So I object to everything you said because it's all speculation. Half of it was, you know what I'm saying, just butt talk. But you were spitting out your butt, man. You know what I'm saying? I smelt that fart through my mask, brother. You're correct on that. You know what I'm saying? But you want to bring up more science and law? Nigga, y'all go in the court talking all that sovereignty stuff and still get locked the hell up. Get out of here with that, man. Half of y'all cats in the more science community, and I ain't talking about everybody because I got love for some more science brothers. Some more science brothers are actually lawyers. You know what I'm saying? The rest of y'all are listening to a whole bunch of bum bumps that ain't even got no qualifications to tell y'all what's legal and what is not. You know what I'm saying? And that whole sovereignty thing don't even line up with what Noble Droney taught y'all was American citizens. But that's off the case. That's how to. So I'm just bringing up these points to show you that all of the things that you just said were absolute trash, non sequitur, straw man arguments, John Coffey Magical Negro talk. You think as a child, you said it. You think as a child, well, should I listen to a child when a child tells me something about the CDC? Nigga, please. Catches bullets with his teeth. Catches bullets with his teeth. Came up in this room like you had beef, but you ain't got no sources, man. You don't know how to fight and debate. But you know what? It's all good, man, because iron sharpens iron. And I'm Zion, the law lion. And I concede.
All right, you concede, and you have a minute left. So you want to concede, brother?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
So we're at the top of the third and final round. Andy G, the floor is yours. Your time begins when you begin to speak, brother.
He mentioned something about Dr. Sebi dying sick, right? And that comes from a source. But the truth is, you don't know what the fuck or how to. My bad. You don't know how that man died. You weren't there. We weren't there. It's the same thing I do for these flat Earth or round Earth people. The first thing I ask them is this: have you been outside the Earth to look back at it and see it for what it is? No, but the science says, oh my God. Man learns not by. You mentioned Noble Ali, a great prophet, who said we were American citizens, not United States citizens. You better learn the difference, boy. So anyway, Uh, he said, man learns not by being told. Now, I'm not telling you not to read anything, because of course you say you study law, boy. Yeah, I got all the law books, all of them. I study law too. I really do. The point of this is you arguing about why math works, and I will go back to my very first statement. Yes, a mask would block a droplet from me and you talking in front of each other, and there's how spit come out of people's mouth, and you done been there, it's been done to you. God dang, dog, what's going on? Does that spit droplet necessarily mean you will get sick? It's been done to me many times. I never got sick because of it. But yeah, mask will block that. But if it goes in your eye, it goes in your eye. That's just what it does. It is what it is. You don't. The point is, you do not know. None of us know whether the Earth is round or flat. You don't know truly that a mask will stop you from getting sick. Because if I do remember correctly, you remember when all the shutdowns was really going on, and then the COVID numbers spiked when everybody was in the house. See, I ain't hearing you say the real stuff. Remember they went in? Yeah, go looking it up. I ain't going to. I just know what that BS news was talking. When everybody was in the house, that's when the coronavirus or whatever it is spiked while in the house, locked down. I find that to be kind of funny because here in Georgia, the cases went down. They just had a what was that? Some basketball game. I don't watch it. All Star. That's what it was. Every club, every where you want to go, packed, full of people. Have I seen any reports of, oh my God, millions caught coronavirus this weekend? And if they did, they're asymptomatic. These folks have messed with y'all head so bad. But you can make something real. I don't blame white folks. And when I say white folks, I'm saying WIGHT. Maybe you should go and look that up and see what that means. These good white folks have put fear into your minds, and if you know anything about the mind, the body has to do everything the mind tells it to, whether you know it or not. This is why I don't, like you said, man, hey man, keep it clean. Like Emma, Effa, and fuck and itch and all that, those are not curse words to me. A curse word would be me saying, or anyone saying, the word sick after the words I am. Those are curse words to me. And it should make sense to you. Or broke with the words I am in front of it, or the words uh, tired with the words I am in front of it. Those are curse words. So what you're doing and what the people have done, because they've shoved it so far in your face and gave you all these sources coming from the very liars that I see some of you here are Israelites. Yet when Esau comes on this TV, you all ears and you believe everything it says. It's really funny to me, really. And then you come out to me and to my children and want to put that bull crap in their ear, upsetting their inner peace. See, the universe and the earth, you have to look at the earth is really you. Earth is really your body. This is heaven, or what y'all would call the Christ degree. This is heaven. this on down is hell. Into your bowels. Hey man, this is all I'm saying though. That mask, it don't save you, bro. Nothing. There's nowhere to run. You're not gonna escape. You can't escape anything. You can't run. If you have been violating nature, it's just like this. Okay, I got a Gatorade Zero. It's still violating nature because what's supposed to go in my body and all of our bodies? Water. It's simple. So if I keep on drinking Coke and Gatorade Zeros and smoking, guess what's gonna happen? Eventually, nature's gonna be like, "Hey, boy, I told you. I told you. Get the kidneys up out of here. They gone. Get them lungs up out of here. They gone. They done. You pay for violating nature. When you put that mask on, you're violating nature. You're inhibiting the natural function of the body to expel. Then you cover your nose. You breathe in your nose and out your mouth. So now you want to put the mask on and you think you're being saved when you're really hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself. It's just the bottom line of it. The body is not designed to have a mask. Otherwise, the Most High would have made a natural mask, which we really have one. This is what the hairs in your nose are for, boy. See, you keep talking about some herbs, and oh, that's stupid. What is the medicine? The hydroxychloroquine that Trump kept on telling people. I mess with a lot of Africans. You know, they walk around. They call it a Sunday popper. A lot of Africans, people from all over Africa, they carry this thing and pop that thing in that hydroxychloroquine every Sunday. Is what they do. So I had to go look what's in the hydroxychloroquine. The main ingredient is zinc. Just so happen I take zinc almost every day, along with other vitamins, even though they're still synthetic. That's why I eat a lot of raw foods, green food, especially kale, so I can supplement for the fake vitamins that I'm taking. They give you a little fix. But zinc makes all the other vitamins work. But the main ingredient in hydroxychloroquine, whatever that crap is zinc. So what these people do is they go study nature, which you just seem to be so against. And then they copy nature, take an element from it, and make a synthetic version of it, patent it, then sell it back to you. That's what they do. Because everything about them is natural. I mean, unnatural. Everything about them, or who some of you may call Esau, is unnatural, while we're natural. So the only thing that's going to protect you is for you to go back to nature within your mind and within your body, because whatever is in your mind, your body is going to follow it. So it ultimately lies within your mind. So I know you're scared. I understand. I see fear. I smell it from you. You go to all the sources you want. All I'm going to do is you need to Google fear too while you go into your source, because you're the epitome of fear. Because what you're trying to tell me is fear. Put your mask on. Oh, you need to protect your family. Oh, that's the only way you know how to protect your family? You're a disgrace, is what you are. Talking like that. A disgrace. I don't care if you win this debate or not. I don't give a darn about it. It's BS. You're not protecting your family by covering up and impeding and hindering their natural breathing functions, that which the Most High made. And there's nothing you can do to make me believe that bull crap. I actually feel sorry for you. I really do. Because this is just like crazy. Y'all all are, and I don't know who feels like what, but you're basking in fear. Oh man, it's a wrap. I got a homeboy. He's older, he's like 60. Got diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. And I was like, well, how the hell you survived that? He said the first thing he did was went out and started traveling and being happy, giving, laughing. And he said he just didn't think about it no more. And he said he's going to put it in God's hands. But he really put it in his hands because he conditioned his own mind, because the body is so amazing that it can fight off anything. There are cells in this body. Y'all ain't never heard of Henrietta Lacks, who had cells that regenerated in perpetuity, that they use, that these good white folks use to this day. Her cells, in other words, bro, she had cells to live forever, but that's in us because this is who we are. Period. This is who we are. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. And you agreed that it was a weapon, did you not? So if it's a weapon used against us, how can it prosper? For real? Huh, Christians and whatever else y'all are? Huh? What you scared for? It can't. Fear and God cannot occupy the same space. And what you are feeding me or trying to, which I'm laughing at you, is fear. Oh, there's 100,000 bodies. They're throwing out bodies. Nigga, where? Stop playing with me. But we've been to these hospitals, boy, because we want to see. I'm not going to believe something somebody showed me on TV. And I don't care about no nurses. A nurse ain't a doctor. And there's been too many doctors to come out with the truth. That's the bottom line.
Do you have any proof of these visits to the hospital?
I know, because you can't film. You know that. But
no, I don't know. I don't know
that. Let the debater. You guys be able to ask questions at the end of the debate. Let him finish his round. You got 2 minutes left, brother.
That's right. And but then if you think about it, I can bring that same question back to you. Can you show me all these hundreds of bodies stacked up? See how it works?
Never made that claim.
No, I'm not saying that you made the claim, but I'm just getting it back to you so you can see it from both sides. You see what I'm saying?
I see it from both sides. You made a claim that you've been there and you've done studies, and we want to know the proof of your studies so we can follow behind it or maybe increase that methodology. So we would like to see it.
Well, had I filmed it, which I wouldn't have, and had I had filmed it, I wouldn't upload it, because if you just go through the last 4 or 5 posts on my page, this dominance page that he made me on, anybody can tell you. I won't be surprised at that. I just got out of Facebook jail maybe 3 days ago. I wouldn't be surprised if it's in Facebook jail tomorrow for no apparent reason. That page, they keep it blocked. And that's just no BS. And this is how you know that what I say, something about what I say is just too much. And that is what it is. There's no boasting or bragging. It's not cute. But I laugh on this dominance page. I'm going to last no more than 7 days before they say, you blocked for 30 days. I'm just getting back on. I have another page. When that happens, I just go on that page. So this is all I'm saying, bro. Go back to your gods. Seriously, whatever these gods, which God is a Germanic word. It only means it is Germanic. It comes from the Germanic word "gut," which means good. And that's all God means. So it doesn't mean the creator, but I'm going to use that just in general. But know that God does not mean the creator to me. You have to be more specific. God Allah, God Yasha, whatever. You know what I mean?
Who's your
God? Time.
Who is your God?
Go ahead with it.
All right.
Andy G.
So the word God is Germanic?
Hold on, hold
on. I suggest that the question and answer round be for the people. You know what I'm saying? They can question me and they can question him. You know what I'm saying? I think that's fair. You agree with that, brother? Brother Dominus?
Whatever.
All right. So all right. So I'm about to get into it. You ready to start my clock on brother Joshua?
It started.
You about to get this work, man. First and foremost, hold on. First and foremost, let me understand. Let me let you understand this. Okay. you made some statements, you know, some real John Coffey ass statements, brother. I love you, bro. You know, so you know I love you, bro. Right?
Call it whatever
So
you want.
I'm going.
Debunk
I'm going. I got love for you, my brother, because you my brother.
Calling not gonna save you, bro.
Hold on, man. This is my time, man. You're getting emotional, man. Look, he emotional.
Oh,
this nigga talking wrong. It's my time, baby.
Okay.
It's my time. Don't get emotional, brother. Don't get emotional, man. This is all about the debate. It's all about fun, man. It's all love. John Stu, you got my clock? Huh? You ready? Yep. You ready for the work, baby? You ready for the work? All right, let's do it. Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God, my nigga. I'm saying, this is you said this is who you are, nigga. Kneel before Zod, my nigga. You said, wait, what you say? You said what you say is too much. I'm saying what you said ain't enough. I'm calling your bluff. You ain't got nothing to support anything you said. It's all bumbleclot stuff. Not deal with them bumbleclot shit there. You understand me? Alright. Yo, you remember when we was in Egypt? You ain't no, that's right. You a Moabite. I'm sorry. You wasn't in Egypt with us, right? You a Moabite. We're the Israelites. And when we were in Egypt, the Most High put a curse upon the sons. Whether you want to take this as fact or fiction, I'm going to give you the diction. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no restriction. There's something you missing. They put the blood over the door to protect their families, my nigga. It ain't about no fear, it's about wisdom.
Well, oh my God. The door right now.
Oh, you get emotional. Time out. Bars. Don DeMarco. Stay focused, my nigga. Stay focused, man. Pay attention, man. I'm trying to show you something. All right? They put the blood over the door to protect themselves from the plagues, the frogs, the locusts. Stay focused. Okay? A nurse ain't a doctor, but you ain't got no citation. You ain't got nothing to prove besides your experiential apologetics, my brother. And that don't work in this room because the source is a boardroom full of bosses. We bring sources. We bring information. We bring the education. Firehouse, Source Debate League, nigga. Bro, you ain't on the educational level. So first and foremost, you know what I'm saying, before you mislead the people, telling them to take their mask off, and you ain't my academic equal. Res ipsa loquitur. You know what I'm saying? You know what that means in Latin? That means the truth speaks for itself. Okay? Put your mask on your face, man. You don't want to infect your peoples. I had a PowerPoint to bless you, but I'm going to pound this Poindexter without it. You know what I'm saying? You can't doubt it. The facts speak for himself. He don't have no information. He's going to sit here and tell you to eat some grapefruit and cook up some kale. Nigga, please. You already said that, and I'm going to bring it right back. You already said, this is going to be the shortest round I ever had, bro. You know what I'm saying? And don't get mad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because when you come back, you know what I'm saying, you have another opportunity to try to get your chops back, because I know I won this one. I'm just gonna keep it 100. Okay? Iron sharpens iron. You got a God complex, my nigga. You think you got that magical Negro syndrome. The same syndrome that allowed black folk to let white folk come over to their country and freaking goddamn trust in the Lord without trusting their gods. You know what I'm saying? And they facades. And look where we at right now, 450 years later. Ain't no change. The game has changed, but it's still the same. And you want to sit here and be like, you are white people sources. Nigga, I ain't got them white people sources. That's not just white folk sources. You know what I'm saying? There's black doctors. There's black academic scholars. And you over here talking all this bullshit that sounds like you hollering. Man, I don't even know why you bothered. I thought you was going to run. I thought that was probably the smartest thing you would have did in this whole situation, is to not even engage me in this. But I'm you know what? I'm really proud that you had the guts to show up, knowing that I'm sure enough. And when I'm done, you're going to kiss my Converse. So let me just say this, brother, with much love, you know what I'm saying, to you. The fact of the matter is you killed yourself in the very first sentence you made. You tried to say in my page that the mask didn't work, but then you came over here placating like, well, it works for this and it works for that. And I said this already to you, that there are 3 things that you have to apply to this certain situation. You know what I'm saying? Unless you think you got bad blood and you want to get some Tuskegee experiment shots. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hey, you take the Tuskegee experiment shot. It's not going to happen as long as you eat kale and eat grapefruits. And keep an alkaline diet. Nigga, please. That nigga died. Just and no disrespect to any of my other Hebrew brothers that they got love for Ben Ami, but Ben Ami was talking about eating to live. And in that book, he talked about everlasting life through eating. And guess what happened? Where's he at? The promised land. He gone. Stop doing this. This is what our problem is, man. We got a whole lot of magical Negroes who don't do no research. All they do is talk about, I think as a child. Yeah, you think as a child, and the child gets sick, but if the parent don't come in and give him some medicine, sometimes the child needs to learn something. I'm trying to tell you a story. You know what I'm saying? So we put blood over the door to protect us from the plagues. It's not about fear, it's about wisdom. The difference between fear and wisdom, my nigga. And you talk about nature. You think you think the whole entirety of nature is accommodating to you? You think nature kisses your butt cheeks and the sun shines upon thine hindquarters? Thine hind, bro? For real? 90% of nature will eat your ass. Not literally, but yes, figuratively. You can go someplace in the Amazon and take a piss in the river, and this parasite will shoot up the piss. The liquid piss of your urine stream and lodge itself into your penis, and the spikes will point out, and you gotta get your dick sliced in half to get it out. What the fuck this nigga talking about? Fall back, son. Calm down. Come on, yo. Let me work. This nigga gonna tell you to go out here butt naked. Josh! I'm in the middle of a debate. Calm down. Let me work, man. Let me work. You laugh after. So, where was I? This nigga want us to go outside into nature. You know what I'm saying? Butt naked, like we in the Garden of Eden. Niggas out here in the fucking streets bleeding. What the fuck is you talking about, my nigga? You can try to go up to outer space if you want to without no pressurized spacesuit on, and your head will combust from the lack of pressure. You ever go up a mountain and your ears start to pop, my brother? That's pressure. The air pressure changes. Nature is not accommodating, my brother. You think nature is accommodating to somehow we magical Negroes walk around here and all we got to do is take a bite out of a piece of fruit and we good? The fuck world are you living in? This nigga apparently has not eaten from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Because he wouldn't be saying this retarded stuff. If he had some common sense and some citations, you know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense, nigga. Niggas out here freaking in this white world, you don't talk about, oh, we don't trust white people and don't trust what white people say, but you don't trust what white people put into our atmosphere. You don't talk about freaking goddamn radiation, nigga. I got a freaking goddamn 5G right now, and I ain't got no symptoms. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no symptoms. No, I'm not sick. That ain't what caused it. Every year before these masks came, I caught a cold every freaking year, bro. It's 2021, and we're going back in the springtime, and I have not caught a cold or flu. Ooh. Can this be true? The fuck are you talking about? What do you do? Where does your wisdom come from if you think like a child? You watching Sesame Street, nigga? We academic scholars in here. We bring sources and citations. We ain't on the plantation. It's Israelite nation, nigga. Yo, come on, man. You gotta do better than that. You gotta do better than that, bro. Come back. You come back and try for the crown again. I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna lay it down, man. I'm gonna put my sword down because, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna spank you just enough, man. I just spank you just enough, my brother. You know what I'm saying? I know you got some balls. Next time, come with some balls. I ambushed you just a little bit. I tried to unify that rap battle and debate because this shit right here, what you were saying was fake, nigga. And this whole debate for me was cake, nigga. And wipe your whole shit off the slate, nigga. Everything you said didn't make no sense. It was nonsense, non-science, non-conscious. No backing, no sources, no supporting forces. Without objection, nigga. Foundation. Where's your citations? No evidence. You going to court with no exhibit A and no exhibit B. Apparently you don't exhibit C. You seeing out what? What do you have to weigh on the scales of justice when you coming against niggas like me? Real legal minds, man. Real legal minds, man. I do this shit all day, man. I smack niggas in court. I done won motherfucking 6 legal cases representing myself, brother. Suit and tie, nigga. You see me in my little profile pic. That's me on my legal mode. You understand what I'm saying? Your argument is overruled. Your objections are overruled. I'm over school. Xion the WarChild. You just got freaking nigga. I'm done. I can see.
You got a minute left. You got a minute left, brother.
I'm good, man. I don't need that minute.
All right. So, good job, brothers. Y'all completed the 3 rounds of the debate. Both debaters elected to make the question and answering segment be an open, flowing dialogue with the panel. So, with no further ado, LV Europa, Abdul, Brother Daryl, Jihad, if y'all want to jump in and ask your questions, time is now.
Yeah, I would like to go first. There was a couple of things said by Andy G that kind of threw me for a loop, especially the one where he compared his mentality to a child and then acted as if a child.
Where they at? They still there? I can't hear nobody.
Wait one second. You know what I mean? He acted as if a child is the go-to person when it comes to intellect. And I would like to disagree that childs can be considered to dumb. The real understanding for the word dumb is not what it's intended to be, not being able to see or hear or things of that nature. However, you were using the word as in a lack of intelligence. So when you're speaking on kids don't exhibit intelligence. They exhibit intuitiveness, a wondering for what's going on. You have never gone to your kid and asked them for the solution to a grown-up problem. That's a fact. So why you laughing?
How do you know that?
because I know real life. And I don't have to give you a source according to your standard, because just because my experience is the authority, then it is true. I see this day in and day out. That's not true, sir.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I also asked you for proof of your visit. And I find it funny that, you tell people to not adhere to the opposing forces information or citations, but yet you've created a standard to where none is needed, only rhetoric.
Okay.
I think that that's an improper methodology, especially when we're trying to convince people on a health tip. There's no food you're going to eat, no grapefruit that you're going to eat to do any of those wild claims that you're talking about.
Say that one more time.
There is no kale, no grapefruit that is going to do
I never,
what it
for the
is that
record,
you
I never
described
mentioned the grapefruit. But keep going though.
Okay, I subtract the grapefruit.
Listen, I don't like panty kissers. Like, really come with your shit. Don't regurgitate nothing else from nowhere else. Come with your real self. See, that's that follower mindset.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that opinion. Okay.
No, that's not opinion.
I'll take a
grapefruit. You're regurgitating what that fool said. So that makes you a follower. That's not an opinion. That's the truth. 2 + 2 is 4. Let's go.
Okay. So I'll remove the grapefruit and just keep on the kale. There's no kale.
And nor did I say any kale would heal you.
Oh my goodness. You said that the cures is within nature and it is in the food that we eat. And then you reference ecology or some type of breakdown that could be misinterpreted by people at home. That's the point that I'm trying to prove.
Like
not to say that food,
because you missed the overline, you missed the underlying message. See, this is, and I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
No, you wait 1 second. I just want to say something. Wait 1 second.
Go ahead and finish.
My statements is nothing more than a critique for you to be better. I'm telling you what you're saying could be misinterpreted. That's all. I actually understood what you meant.
I'm saying. You're not. I'm listening to see who actually listened to what I've said, and all I'm hearing is somebody mentioning grapefruits and kale. That shows that you have not been listening. But go ahead.
I've been for the better half of 3 minutes, and I've just mentioned oranges and kales. So the entirety of my statement is not reflected only on oranges and kales. Nice try, sir. But I'll digress.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. You need to be able to show. Can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, we need evidence. We need proof that you was in these hospitals, because I want to believe you. And I understand about eating healthy and the whole 9, And
well,
I had a question for both of you brothers, real quick. I
have you been in the hospital brother? Have you been in the hospital to see all the bodies?
Brother. Only time I go to a hospital is when my wife is having a baby. Okay, that's the only time. I don't get sick.
Do you need proof of all these bodies that he made a claim with? Do you need that proof as well? Do you need the proof of all?
I just want to ask this question to both of you guys, brother. This is to both of you guys. I mean, we're talking about a virus, right? If it's real or not real. But if it is real, you guys were talking about what, N19s, 92, whatever mask? Come on, give it to me. What was it? Either one of y'all.
I'm sorry. What?
What was the name of the masks that you guys were talking about?
Oh, the N95 mask.
There you go. That's
N95.
All right.
And then there's another one too. There's another mask too.
Hold on. All right. So that N95, do they put that on? Do they wear that when they're spray painting cars? When there's a toxic spill, do they wear that N95?
No, they do not.
Wait a minute, brother. Don't cut me off, because this is for everyone. When you have a toxic spill, or your septic messes up, or it overflows in your house and they got to come clean up, are they wearing an N95? You see, when people are working with gases, they don't wear those little tiny masks, because they got the real masks for that. My buddy spray paints cars. He don't wear no N95. It'll kill him breathing in the fumes and the paint. You'll see it right on his cheek and right there by his nose where the air comes in from those N95 masks. So you guys need to ask yourselves a question. And that's all I want to say, because they don't use N95s for none of those. But they want us to wear N95 for the deadliest virus out there.
I wouldn't call it the deadliest, brother.
Well, it's actually not the deadliest. It's 99.7%
no, it's not
survivable.
Right.
And I encourage all of you to go Google that right now. What's the survival of coronavirus?
Mm-hmm. Right. A lot of times these cats will wear hazmat suits, but there are masks, you know what I'm saying, that you wear, but for, like the brother said, you know what I'm saying, he's talking about the nanoparticles. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Nanoparticles. They especially if you're doing spray paint, and you know what I'm saying, like you're painting cars and stuff like that, you are in direct contact with nanoparticles literally bouncing off the car. That's different than talking to somebody and their spittle is flying in your face.
Wait.
Then this is where the social. Hold on, brother. Hold on. Let me finish. Okay. I don't want to compound question.
I know, but I'm not. Who is in someone's face that close to where spit is hitting you? Maybe when we was teenagers.
Your children.
My kids are good.
Bro, you ain't never watched a rap battle.
You know why?
These niggas,
you know why?
They be pressing their nose against the nigga's side of the nigga's face.
That's why my kids are cool. But you think I'm going to let people that I meet in the street or my brother that I go see at his house talk that close to me?
Yeah,
the
but it's
no.
not you catching it is not limited to people outside of your home. It could be the people inside of your home as well. It's the ones that can get closest to you that can give it to you. And they themselves might not have symptoms.
They always have symptoms.
Repeat it finally and regurgitate it finally.
They always have symptoms. There is no such thing as a person.
That's not true. That's not true. They have asymptomatic. They're talking about asymptomatic stuff on the news right now, bro. They're talking about people who are carriers and have absolutely no symptoms.
I'm done.
Right now on the news, they've been talking about this, brother.
This is crazy.
Come on, man.
I do. Right now,
I don't want to be. I want to say this, brother. But there are people who are walking around with the virus, and you would never know it.
This just makes stuff. It don't make a difference. Motherfuckers been walking around with the virus and all type of stuff forever, talking to you, walking and touching on the doors and everything. You know what I'm saying? Forever, bruh.
Yes, but it does kill a lot of people. There's been plenty of viruses that have come along and wiped off large populations. That is the concern. You never know what's going to be the one to.
If you're scared, go to church, Jack.
I don't go to church and I'm not scared.
Jeez. This man that told me something about a lamb's blood over your door. So I imagine he likened that lamb's blood to the mass. Is that it? So let me ask you something, Xion. Let me ask
you did? That's what that was?
That's what it was. That's what he said. That's what his.
Hold on. Don't tell me what I said. I'm gonna tell you what I said. I said what I said. First and foremost, there are niggas right now who you know what I'm saying? There are crack whores right now who are walking around with HIV and they're asymptomatic. They're carriers. And it's the same thing with a lot of viruses because certain people have certain defenses.
So AIDS is airborne.
AIDS is airborne. I'm trying to respond. I'm trying to tell you, but hold on,
that's not a fair comparison.
Time out. You talking about there's always symptoms. There's not always symptoms.
AIDS carriers walking around with AIDS and they're showing the symptoms.
My brother, this is not your debate. Hold on, brother. You asked the question. This is the question and answer section. Moderator.
All right, brothers. Let's let everyone speak. Don't cut anybody off.
Okay. Thank you.
Go ahead.
All right. So I'm trying to respond to this brother and what he said. There are people who are asymptomatic and they got AIDS, they got HIV, they got hepatitis C. Those are not necessarily airborne viruses. However, there are people who have certain defenses, biological defense mechanisms within them genetically that do not show the viruses. I don't got to prove that. You know that. We know that.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Okay,
You
but you
just
gonna
said you
sit
gotta
here
prove
and
that. When you main one stressing
you
sports,
get
I thought
emotional.
you
You get
was
emotional,
done.
bro.
no one's
It's my
making you
time.
Both of you
emotional.
two's
Moderator,
emotional.
Let him
No,
finish.
moderator,
man.
Let him
You're not
moderator,
finish.
gonna get away
When
with
is he
that.
gonna be done?
Hold on,
moderator,
hold on. Hey,
moderator. Mute these brothers,
go ahead.
man. Mute them,
You the
please.
main one
All right, hold
talking
on.
about
Finish
some
your
Mute
thought.
damn
them,
Oh my
please.
virus,
Mute
bro.
goodness.
them, mute them,
Is that how
The
mute
people
them,
nigga
roll?
never just
Joshua, please.
I'm gonna
Mute
put
these
people in the
niggas.
back. Hey,
Well then,
hold on. I'm just putting you on the back.
mm.
I put you in the back, Andy, to kind of restore order real quick.
Yeah,
'Cause I
come
ain't
on,
got
man. Show some respect, man. I didn't jump into none of your stuff. You've been getting emotional the whole time. Every time I talk, you try to jump in the middle. Slow down. This is you think you call Thomas, man. Don't go call Thomas on me, brother.
all right, brothers.
All
All
right,
right, brothers. Let's reset.
all
Let's
right,
reset.
so real quick. Let me just end this. Let me just real quick. These Negroes are going to sit here and tell you because somebody asymptomatic that you should jump in the yams with no condom on. Are you kidding me? With no strap. We supposed to walk out here in these streets, you know what I'm saying, with no face masks on, knowing that there's a biological weapon formed against us, and it's not about fear, it's about wisdom. Okay, it's about being wise. I'm putting blood on my
How
not
long
literally,
can
but
this
I'm putting blood on my
answer
door.
gonna be? Can we
Brother,
answer? Can we ask more questions?
I'm
God
not doing my sentence.
He talking about emotional. Man,
It's my
y'all
debate,
funny.
not yours.
Facts, emotions.
Come on, respect me. I love you to death, brother. No
Bro,
disrespect, man.
you
But I'm trying
still
to get
have not.
I'm trying to get my clip off, man. Got like
You
2 more
have.
bullets left.
You already beat him though. He on the ground. You shooting at that. I ain't gonna. You.
No, I'm just saying. All right. I'm done. You right, Abdul. I'm done. You right.
No,
All right,
I'm
who
not on the
wants the
ground
floor next?
because
Who
I'm not
wants
on
the
the
floor
ground.
next?
He has
Hold on,
not.
stop. Andy G, hold on. Who wants the floor next? And whoever that gets the floor next will be able to speak unabated. Don't interrupt him until he says, "Okay, my question is done" or "My statement or comments done." Let's do it like that, and that'll absolve us of any confusion.
I would
So,
like to speak.
okay, LV, you got it.
I would like to ask Andy G what type of data has he compiled and kept a record of in regards to this COVID-19 matter?
And that is a great question. I compiled data from my own experience and what I see. And what I don't see is all these thousands of bodies I have not seen. Okay. And if this thing was airborne, let's just use common sense. Y'all keep trying to keep on, well, where's the data? Compile your own motherfucking data. What about that? And that's what I've done. I'm not going to go to these people, these websites and all that, because I already know what they're going to say. You already know what they're going to say. So, this is what I am saying. Based on what I've seen, this whole COVID thing, I myself have been in contact with, I'm in contact with at least 50 different people daily since this thing started. I'm not wearing a mask. And one Zion might say, well, you must be asymptomatic because that's how he's been trained. See, I think um, what many people misconstrue is the difference between education and training. You said you went to college. That means you went and got trained. That's what that means. That doesn't mean an education, okay? Education comes from self studying,
All
not
right, thank
somebody
you.
training you. Guess what you can do? You can train a monkey to fly a spaceship, boy. So anyway, so what I'm going to
Okay.
say
You
now, hold
believe
on, let me
that?
Excuse me.
answer. Let
Just
me
give me
Oh my
answer.
1 second.
God!
Well, I don't have a lot of time. I'd just like for you to be concise. I would like to ask my next
Let him
question.
let him fly. Let him
Let
fly,
me finish
LV.
answering his. Let me
All right,
finish
go ahead. Go
answering his
ahead.
question.
Yes,
The
sir.
data that I collected. He mentioned something about crackheads. I happen to have what we call an Uncle Bling. Love him to death. He's been around here 30 years, and he stay right outside every day. And we got another guy called the gatekeeper. He got 3 houses, but he stays on the street for whatever his reason is. But none of them have been sick. And so I thought, well, maybe if I catch the corona, I'll smoke me some crack because these niggas ain't getting sick.
All right. So
And they
what I
out
want
here
to.
every day. And so
So
the
what I.
data, this is what I'm telling you, bro. What I have not seen, and I want any one of the Daryl, Scholastic Bully, Abdullah, Daryl, LV Europa, Zion, I want them to tell me that they have seen these 1,000s of bodies being piled up with their own eyes. And if they have not, then all they are bringing to this cipher is some goddamn hearsay.
All right.
Now, I have not
Thank you
seen
for that.
that.
I got some more questions. So, what I got from that one is that your Rolodex of information and data is based on what you've seen. Now, my follow-up question is, wouldn't you agree that going based off what you can see alone, or as the main piece of data in regards to a virus and people getting sick, just what you can see, wouldn't you say that's pretty limited?
I wouldn't, and this is why. Because, of course, I'm sure at this point, all of us know people, multiple people that have had coronavirus. I'm sure that's true at this point. And the people, and I'm sure there's some people that may know somebody that died, or know somebody firsthand knowledge that somebody has died of that. But my thing is this: when they test you, okay, they tell you, "Oh, you have coronavirus." Now, what I have to ask all of you is, when they take that test, and then they tell you, I understand the carrier, when they tell you that you have it, or you get a little sick, like everybody. Let me tell you, does anybody know when flu season starts here? Every year, it's on time. And if you don't, I'll go ahead and tell you. Flu season starts the day, 2 days, but it's really 2 weeks. But the 2 days they start telling you, okay, it's flu season. It starts right after Thanksgiving. That's when it starts. Okay, that's when flu season starts every year. The whole time to get your flu shots is flu season, and then it ramps up right after um, December 25th. Now, why is that? So when you study a little bit about the flu, and this is just what's said from whatever source, flu is known as bird flu, and it exists in birds. Is where the flu comes from. What do you eat on Thanksgiving? Chicken, turkey, and it takes 2 weeks for things to, if your immune system, which lies in your stomach, if it is weak by the things that we put in our bodies, because that's how we do it. We weaken our bodies by what we put in it. So some people don't get sick. Many people do. And it's because of what we have what we ate on Thanksgiving. And then that's like, oh man, I got a stomach virus. No, that's a virus because it starts in your stomach. And this is why every single year they predict bird flu, because they know that they're selling you turkeys and chickens that's full of this freaking flu. And
All right.
you ingest it. And so
My
people get sick. And some people
uh,
don't.
okay.
Do you get
I,
what I'm saying, bro?
I
This is
get what
what
you're
I'm
saying,
saying.
and I would say they would know when this comes based on the data that they have collected in the previous years. So if it's directly linked to the chickens being sold, that's another debate. What I would like to
But
know
it's
is,
designed though, is what I'm
I
telling you.
I
It's
I get what you're going at. I give you
now
that,
watch this.
but
When
wait, no,
people
wait. I gotta say something real quick.
go ahead.
I want to lose it because I like what you did there, and we're gonna have to come back another day on that because that's a real good
Hmm.
topic. But what I want to know is this: a lot of times, what I see is the double standard. You say that I don't give a f what any of those guys say. They're this, that, and the third. But then when you give your analogy to suit your purpose, which would be the chickens being sold, given to the
Hmm.
people, you
Hmm.
said no weapon shall come against me, but the food is making
Hmm.
you weaker. That's coming against you. So I'm seeing the double standard. You can use a reference and it be concrete, but then when others use it, get that out of here.
And
Do
thank
you
you for
see
pointing that
an
out.
issue with that?
Thank you for pointing that out. And I used that. And before I said that, I said it is said. If you go look it up from said sources, that the flu season starts, I would contend. See, I heard somebody say, man, bring citations and sources. So that's merely what I'm attempting to do. But if you really want to know what I believe wholeheartedly, is that look what they start doing. The first thing they start doing is telling you, oh, flu season starting. Gotta go get the flu shit. So now they have planted the seed in your mind, and I'm sure all of you have heard me say that the body has to do what the mind tells it to do. See, I only use that source right there, my brother, just because the people in here have harangued me about data and citations and all that. So I had to go down to their level to give them that so they can understand it. But I contend that shit there starts in your mind, and it does, and what you put in your body does matter. My woman, we've been together 5 years. I've never seen her sick. Not even a darn sniffle. But I also know what she eats and doesn't eat. My son, 4, you couldn't shove a piece of meat in his mouth if you wanted to, and I didn't make him that way. It's just him. This is why I'm going back to the child. I see my son just go out to this tree out here, and I see him hugging it. So I'm like, well, fuck it. Let me go hug the motherfucker. You get it? And he's never sick. So I understand what y'all mean. Whoever said the analogy about the children. You know what I mean? I understand that. See,
wait.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
So all I got to do is go outside and hug one of these pine trees I got up in these California mountains.
Hold up.
Is that what you said?
He did it. He did it, so I did it.
You damn right. And that's and the fact
that's some Adam and Eve shit.
Hold up. And the fact.
Stop it.
Is it my turn to respond?
Hey, no wonder he bang on the Bible, man. He don't bit that fruit, man. Talking about she did it. My son did it.
And the fact that that's funny to you guys, it shows your ignorance. It really shows your level of intelligence.
Brother, I'm a gardener, and I live in the mountains 4,500 feet up, brother. You can't judge us all. But when it's funny, I'm going to laugh. You, Zion, anybody on here, if it's funny, I'm going to laugh at you. You can't be mad at us because we laugh at you. That's crazy,
I'm not.
brother.
Look at me, and I want you to look in my eyes. Seriously. I'm never mad, and I'm never angry. I'm never vibrating those frequencies. So for him to say I'm emotional, we can all know who's been doing the hollering and trying to convince this whole time. See? And that's serious. And I understand that. See, I don't do these debate things. See, and I understand the debate culture and all that, and the need to be right. He sounds like he's a good campaigner, but he has not debunked or proven anything, and that's just the truth of it. He has not. So let me ask you this, Zion. Since you're so pro-mass, and then you compare, you still see. I see what you do. You did not. I asked you. So what?
Go ahead, ask the question. Go ahead and ask the question.
We
brother.
do need receipts, brother, so we could look at these links and stuff that Zion was talking about in our own time.
Yeah. I had a PowerPoint, but I know he wasn't coming with one. Hold on. I had a PowerPoint, and I know the brother wasn't coming with one, so I didn't want to overdo it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to overbody him. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to do that to the brother. You know what I'm saying?
That is funny because body.
No, it's a fact though, because this is the source. It's called the source for a reason.
I asked you. I told you when you told that source. I told you I'm the source. So I only brought myself.
That's God complex, John Coffee bullshit. That's not how things work here, brother.
Some would say it's not even scholarship.
Damn. Anyway. Precedent. How you gonna go to court without case law? Hold on, brother. Hold on. You rock. But you talked about being a legal mind, and I'm the law lion. I come with citations. I come with credible sources.
Let me ask you.
Okay.
Let me ask you this, bro.
And hold on. I'm not done. You can ask. Hold that thought. I'm almost done. I'm not gonna be long. But when I go to court and when I represented myself fighting for my son, Zari, say what's up. What's up? Fighting for my son who's here with me. I'm the primary caregiver in a gender biased family court system. I came with citations. You understand what I'm saying? So you cannot. I can't go to court and say I'm the source. I can't go into court and say, well, you got to believe what I say because I said it, and this is my experiential apologetics. You know what that's called in debating? That's called a fallacy argument. Mm-hmm. You have nothing to substantiate your claim.
You just called yourself.
Okay, this is why we have to get people on the stand. We have to have testimony. This is why in court you have to have forensic scientists and genetic scientists and doctors and psychological scientists to prove what you're saying. Otherwise, nobody is going to take your magical Negro syndrome word off the top of the head, my nigga. Okay, so understand this. Right now. You just got your head smushed. You just got your head smushed.
Let it be known for the record that right with what he just said in court, I agree with him. Let that be known and for the record. On record and for the record. In court, I agree with what he just said. But when I go to court, see what he's failing to realize, how he would go to court will be totally different from how I'll go to court. See, my body and my base bodies are trust property.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. You gonna go play basketball and say that you don't know nothing about the NBA? Lincoln Douglas debate is based off of the arguments of two lawyers. This is what debating is built off of, my brother.
Right now.
No, I'm busting rhymes. I'm passionate. I'm not emotional, my nigga. You emotional, my brother. You just trying to cut in the middle of what I'm saying. That's emotional. I know. Wait, hold on. I was in the middle of saying something to you, my brother. I'm trying to tell you a story.
No, you cut me off and now you're saying something.
I'm trying to. No. I wasn't cutting you off. I was answering, because one thing you can't do in a court is argue a compound question. Objection. Sustained.
You didn't object right here, bro. You cut in, okay?
I've been objecting to your fallacy argument, to your magical Negro syndrome all night, brother.
Go ahead.
Josh, play that X-Files thing again.
It's apparent that you like to hear yourself talk. Go ahead. What is this Illuminati thing?
All right, bro.
What is that?
All right, you want to go or you want me to go?
Yo, my face.
Man, all right, this guy just gonna keep
right now. Let Andy G get the floor, Zion. Let him get the floor, brother. Go ahead, Andy.
All right. I'm gonna fall back.
Go ahead, Andy. You got
like I was saying, brother. Like I was saying, bro. In court, and it seems like you should know. If you have not studied trust law, then you have no business going in the court. You called yourself a custodian or something, caregiver or something. No, bro, I'm none of that. I'm not an obligor. I'm not an obligee. I'm not a non-custodial pay rent. I'm a man. You understand me? I'm a man. And men have sons and daughters. I know how to administer the trust and call for the 1099 OID so I can assess the taxes that's going in there.
Pseudo.
What does that mean?
That means that what you're telling people is not applicable. What you're telling people is not applicable in court, man.
Oh, it's pseudo because some jackass said it's pseudo. I know right at that moment that you do not understand the language that I just spoke. And if you knew any better, that you knew what I just told you was the truth. But you don't. What you did. Excuse me.
Can I get to it?
Excuse me. Excuse me. Do you have a trust?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a trust?
I do.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I do.
So you know trust law then?
I have a trust.
Is your trust, does it have a 98 EIN?
No compound questions. Do you have proof of you using this trust in court and winning cases? No compound questions. You can't ask back to back.
Now the motherfucking dragon is gonna come out. I'm not gonna let you niggas do this.
Gosh,
yeah, the dragon's gonna come out.
Moderator, is this question for question?
Prove what the fuck I just
my
said,
pops
then.
won me and for my brother's custody.
Moderator, is this question for question?
He won that shit because a lot of him. He didn't go in there arguing property. My baby's my property.
Moderator, is it question for question?
All right. Let's get back. Okay, who asked the last question?
Anyway,
wait, hold on.
The question is on me. He asked me, do I have a trust? I said yes. I would like to ask a question.
Okay, let me do this then.
It's my question.
Hold on.
You just said it's two, though. Wait a minute.
See, you don't want to get to that proof. I digress. It's clear you don't want to get to the proof. That's why you gotta ask that, and I can't ask mine, even though everybody's been going back and forth. Clearly.
Hold on, LV. I'm trying to get it clear right now.
I'm gonna fall back just for the show. I already know what it is.
LV, I'm trying to get. So, Andy, to be fair, he did answer your question. So, could you just please address what he posed to you, brother?
Let me ask you this. You answer that question. So, ask this: is the judge in there administering a trust?
Another question. When the question was on me, I digress.
So, LV,
you better digress, bro, because now we get into my field.
I just want to let the moderator know that the question was
nigga, I'm showing you my lectures for wills, trusts, and probate.
Talk about your lectures, bro.
Okay, you talking to LV. LV he's a day trader. You got the wrong nigga to be talking to. See, you have a God complex, and you don't know that you talking to real niggas in here who actually do the business. You are not in my league, nigga. You're underschooled. You're overruled. You're underschooled. Your objection is overruled.
Is the judge administering a trust or not?
Brother, you don't want to get into this. That's a whole different argument. You trying to change the burden of proof. This debate is about masks, and you got your head smushed.
Administering a trust or entity.
Okay,
you get emotional. He's emotional, and he can't let go. He is trying to hold on to you. No, Carl Thomas, man, cut it out, man. You just got your head smushed. I do wills and trusts. I write NDAs. I write pleadings. I write legal documents all day for two attorneys. Tina Bennett, Esquire. I write for Tina Bennett Esquire and Sampson Legal. Wordy Sampson Esquire is a black lawyer. I do this. You do not do this, B. You blue collar, nigga. You blue collar. You hammer nails, nigga. Stop it.
Is the magistrate administering a trust? Do you know how to assess the taxes when you walk?
Stay on the topic. Stay on the topic, my brother. This is about
ain't nobody controlling shit.
Face masks.
Fuck that.
Hold on, Zion.
What are you doing? Are you trying to establish credibility?
No. Calm down, bro. Because you're trying to change the goalpost right now, and that's all I'm saying, my brother. Calm down. Don't change the goalpost. It's not about trying to prove.
Okay, let's go to whatever you niggas want to talk about. I know who's in the room now.
Let the other brothers ask questions. Yo, General Yashar, you got any questions for this brother? General Yashar? Because I believe Abdul spoke and also Jihad You got any questions? Brother Dow, do you have any questions? Let them ask some questions. They can ask me questions. They can ask you questions. I'm gonna fall back.
Mr. Pseudo.
Yeah,
I know you be
yeah, I got a
losing in court,
question.
Mr. Pseudo.
I heard you. You made a statement, brother. Shalom to you. You made a statement about uh, Israelites moving in fear,
No,
and
I
we
didn't say
teaching
that.
our
No, I
family and
did
our
not say
children
that.
to do such a
No, I
thing.
did not say that. No, I did not
Oh,
say that.
okay. Can you clarify
Somebody
what you
mute
said?
their phone. They got TV on. Let General
I got
Yashar
the.
ask this
I
question,
got the.
please.
This is
That's
what
me.
I
That's
said.
me. I'm just waiting.
This is what I said. I
Okay.
said that people are living in fear based off what they're seeing in all these sources. And I don't give a damn if you're a Moor or Israelite. I don't give a shit. You're living in fear. That's the bottom line of it. Because, oh, it's asymptomatic. Oh, put on your mask. I don't give a damn what nobody says. That's fear, Jack.
It's knowledge,
And he tried to liken that mask unto a damn mark of blood by a sheep above his door. So I said, okay, cool. Then go find you a sheep and mark your motherfucking door so you won't catch this plague, son. You ain't debunked nothing, boy. For real.
Shit,
He
you debunked
likened the
yourself.
mask. So now what I want to ask him, have you taken the vaccine yet, Mr. Mask?
No.
Are you encouraging your people to go take the vaccine as well? Mr.
You talking to
Christian,
me?
Mr. Israelite, or whatever you are?
No, I don't. I haven't taken
No,
no
I ain't talking to you,
vaccine.
bro. I ain't even talking to you.
Oh,
I'm talking to Mr. Zion, my boy. Because he giving me all this bullshit.
Yo,
Are
direct
you ready to
your
take the
answers to the
vaccine
brother who's
yourself?
talking to you. Hold on. Time out. See you getting emotional. Direct your Shaw asked you a question. Why you attacking me? Yo, listen. I am the architect of a group page called the Fraternity of Fathers Legal Rights. I help people get their kids back.
And
I
watch this.
help brothers
Before you
and
say something,
sisters.
wait a
Hold
minute.
on. You
Let
asked me
me
a question. Stop talking for a second. You asked me a
congratulate you. Let
question.
me
Hold on. You didn't even
congratulate you.
answer brother Yashar. You didn't answer
I'll
this brother.
congratulate you on
Calm down, man. Concede for a second, man.
shout out
Let's
shout out
everybody
to
let's
that.
just breathe, yo. Woosah,
Good
man.
job.
Woosah, y'all.
Good
Woosah,
job for that.
y'all.
I praise you for that.
Okay?
Good job
Yes,
for
I
that.
help my
Go
people.
ahead.
Yes, I help my
Go
people.
ahead.
I help my people all day with I don't even ask for money. LV, am I lying or am I flying?
Flying.
Good job for that, bro. Next.
That nigga said next.
Did he say if I'm lying, I'm
I
flying?
always applaud helping people because
Nigga said next.
not everyone, and not everyone, including Mr. Pseudo, has no idea that when you even walk in there, that is a tax issue because all crimes are commercial. And I understand that pseudo to him because he ain't read a fucking thing. And I
Brother,
know
have
that.
you ever represented yourself in a court of law and won?
Yeah, bro. The
Go
same
to
How many
dude.
black.
times? How many
Hold on.
times? How many times?
Twice.
Hold
The
on. Let
same
me ask him
dude.
some questions. Let me ask him a question. How many times have you ever went into the court of law and won based upon your presentation? You coming in there with no sources, no citations.
Twice.
Twice. You
And
know
I
how many
had to have
times I've
sources.
won? Yeah, wait, hold on. Do you know how
Wait
many?
a minute. I had to
Told you how many
have
times I won, right?
sources.
In
I
the
had to
court of
have
law,
sources.
in a family court surrounded by a bunch of crackers. I was the only black man in the room in a suit and tie. I won 6 times, and that's not all I've done legally. I've helped other brothers win, and I come in the courtroom as an advocate under NAACP versus Button, my nigga. I will cite case law on you, bro. Don't do that to me.
Zion.
Don't minimize my intelligence, brother, because that's cold.
Zion. I'm not deminimizing your intelligence, and I applaud you for helping the people. I just do things a little different because I too had to go get my property. I don't refer to them in that place as my children. You did it your way, and yes, that way can work as well. See, I know how to claim my estate. Okay? So I'm not shitting on you on what you're doing, on how you're doing it, because it's working for you. Me, I don't go in as a custodial parent. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm telling you. So I'm not
I
saying that your
respect that.
way
I
doesn't
respect
work.
that, my brother. I respect that. I respect
You,
that.
you get what I'm? Do you get what I'm saying? I'm
I
not
hear what you.
saying what you're
I
doing.
hear what you're saying,
I
brother.
want you
I
to
hear
keep
what you're
on
saying.
doing that. Keep on doing
Yeah.
that.
All right. So can we let other brothers ask questions? Because I don't know if they have questions for me or questions for you. But I know brother Jihad. I don't know if you answered Yashar. Did he answer your question effectively?
He asked me if I said something about Israelites. I had to stop him right there because that's not what I said.
Okay.
You
All
see
right.
what I'm saying?
Brother Jihad. Did you ask any? Do you have any questions? Or brother Daryl?
Jihad look like a female.
Oh.
Oh, don't do that, man. Come on, man.
Oh.
Jihad is the Johnny Cochran of the Source Debate League, man. He the Johnny Cochran of this shit.
Hold on, let me.
Yeah, they
Oh
said.
shit! I had look. My bad.
Hey, check
Look,
this.
I had to it.
Hold
I'm
on.
on a small phone,
Hold
so
on.
I'm on a real small phone, so I couldn't see him, and all I seen was green and something like that, and it just looked like, you know what I mean. I had
Hey,
to zoom in, so my
check this
apologies.
out. Hey, what I could do is turn my camera on and pull my dick out for you, hoe ass nigga. I can
Hey,
turn my camera
bro.
on and pull my dick out for you, bitch.
Hmm.
Hold
I
up,
show you I'm a
hold up,
female or
Whoa,
not.
whoa, whoa,
Ass
hold
whoa,
up.
nigga.
whoa, Jihad,
Whoa,
Jihad.
whoa,
Wait,
You,
slow down,
whoa.
slow down. He
Hey,
didn't know. He didn't
yo,
know,
hey,
brother. Hold
nigga.
mute up,
on.
Jihad.
Hey, nigga. Your name Jihad too, but so is mine, motherfucker. Don't play with
Hold
my
on,
nigga.
family. Hold on, hold
They
on,
ain't got
family.
nothing to do. Oh, here we go.
Yasu,
Emotional.
Yasu.
And he can't let go. He over here flashing guns, man. Cut it out, man. We don't do that here, man.
Real quick.
We don't
Hold
do
on.
that here in
What
Wakanda,
he
man.
do? He flashed a pistol or something? What he
Hold
do?
on. Hold on.
Yeah,
We
he
not
flashed
I
the
asking.
missed it.
pistol, man. This nigga
Damn,
just
I
flashed the
missed it.
pistol, man. All
Hey,
right, so since he
tell me
left,
coming down. No.
let
He's
let
still in
let,
there.
let go ahead, Joshua, Joshua, do your thing, man.
Hey, hold on,
I
brothers. We
apologize
not.
to this nigga, bro. I told the nigga I couldn't see that well, nigga. I apologize
All
to
right,
you,
we
nigga.
passed that. Well, all right,
The
we
fuck?
passed that. We not condoning it on the
That
show,
don't
but
make no
Nigga, bro.
difference here, man.
I ain't playing with
We
no
all got toasters.
jihad, nigga.
We all got
Jihad,
toasters
nigga.
in this room, B. But I
Jihad.
ain't flashing my
The
toasters, man.
fuck?
Come
Nigga,
on,
put it
calm down,
down.
man.
It
Too
ain't fully.
emotional now. He
Put
talking
it
about how
down.
calm he is.
Put
He
it down.
talking
It
about
ain't
how
fully.
calm he is. He over here ready
Pull
to
it
put a bullet
down.
through his own
It
wall.
ain't fully. If that
He
motherfucker
about to
ain't
shoot his
fully,
own
put it
laptop.
down, homie. If it ain't fully automatic, put it down. Cause you ain't
Jihad
Cut
showing
it
us
out.
nothing. Your
Cut it
finger
out,
gonna
man.
run
Come on,
out.
sit down,
You're
man.
gonna lose strength in your finger.
Let's
hey,
finish this,
man, hey, man,
Ain't no snitching here,
Joshua,
nigga.
man.
I don't
Hey,
know
Yo,
y'all
shit,
calm
chill,
down,
nigga.
man.
bro. Y'all gotta
Nah,
Everybody
that
chill.
mute your
yo,
mics and let
yo,
Joshua
Nigga.
talk,
nah,
man.
I want to say
Let the
something real quick.
moderator handle this, man. We about to close this
hey,
out
Nah, I'm gonna
because
drop.
niggas
I'm
is
gonna
getting
have to
too
end.
hot.
I'm gonna
Real
have to
quick,
end the
man.
show, bro.
That's
I'm gonna have to end the
ridiculous.
show
say
because
something.
hold on,
You
LB.
pulled
I'm
a
gonna have
Nino
to end the
Brown
show.
from
I'm gonna have to.
Facebook.
I'm gonna have
Look
to
at
end.
this, man.
Abdul, hold on real quick. I'm gonna have to end the show because now if we going somewhere else with this, and we don't want our audience to think that the
Yo,
source is
it,
about what we doing right now.
Man,
I'll
you
be
better
honest.
put DMX
God,
from.
bro,
I
this nigga just
apologize
pulled
to
the
this
past
nigga, bro.
himself.
The
Yeah,
fuck?
you
I
get banned.
apologize.
Like, are you
You get
serious?
banned for that, bro. You get your YouTube channel banned for that type of stuff. So
Yeah, I
don't
don't
be doing
believe
Banned
you
for what,
pulled your
bro?
pistol out, brother. I don't believe you pulled your pistol out like that was gonna scare
You,
us
you
from
talking about
thousands of miles
intellect,
away.
bro? You know you on the internet,
That
bro.
was not intellectual, homie. For real, for
Fuck
real.
all that. You
Nah,
nigga
you
talking about,
gotta,
so you telling
you
me
gotta
it's
be.
not intellectual. Let
Nah,
me tell
you
you
don't.
what's intellectual. Look,
Nah.
look.
That's disrespectful
I
for
take
you to be
example,
like,
my
nah, that look
dad.
like a
I
shorty.
didn't
You
see this
confirm
guy.
first. Nah, you in a men,
I didn't take no shot
you
at
in
Jihad,
a
bro.
panel with other men.
I
You
got you. I
verify
got you. And
that, bro.
So what this nigga
Jihad, we're
did?
gonna
Call
talk.
him a
Hold
motherfucking
on, wait,
bitch though,
brother.
bro.
Nigga,
No,
you.
call him a
Y'all is
bitch.
He
over,
telling
y'all.
that
LB,
nigga that.
hold on. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. Just everybody real quick. Give me a minute. Let me handle this, man. Because I've been trying not to do this the whole time I've been in here. I didn't want to put everybody in the back. I've been trying to control it, let y'all flow, but it's getting too wild right now. So y'all just hold on. I understand,
Talking about
Andy
they
G.
scholastics in here. and Nick coming out calling me a bitch, and I apologize to this nigga because I couldn't see him.
So I'm trying to get past that for you, brother. I'm not trying to hold on to it. Jihad, man, that language,
Bitch,
bro. You know,
you find out who the fuck we is down here, nigga. You better find out who the fuck we is for real.
Andy, bro, it ain't that serious. We don't know each other like that to be making those type of arguments and you know what I'm saying, that kind of aggression. We just here for a debate and discussion, brother.
Because men don't talk like that, bro, bitch.
I agree.
Men don't talk
I agree.
like that, bro.
And Jihad, my
all right,
brother.
now check this out. Hold up.
Please don't add no gasoline to it, Jihad. Please don't.
Hold on, check this out. Now, after it's confirmed to you that I wasn't no damn female, you still took it there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't said nothing the whole time, fool.
What?
Okay?
I'm not finna say nothing, bro. I never heard you, bro.
Why are you looking at what I look like, fool? Don't worry about what I look like, nigga.
Look at, bro.
You stick to your debate. That's what you're here to do.
Peep from you.
You stick to your debate, fool.
First of all, I never heard a peep from you. You got to understand, when you just got off your screen right now, nigga, on my phone, that shit is this fucking big. I can't see that. All I see is some green or some shit. Naturally, nigga, with the way our women is walking around here with all these different colored heads and hair, I just assumed that might be a female.
Okay. Why does it matter? That ain't got nothing to do with the debate how I look, nigga. That ain't got nothing to do with the debate how I look, nigga.
This is why.
That ain't got nothing to do with the debate how I look, nigga. Why the fuck you worried about how I look, nigga?
Here go the misunderstanding.
That debate ain't got nothing to do with how I look, nigga.
Watch this. I don't know you. So what I thought, the dude, one of the guys said, Jihad, hey man, what you think, bro? Or some shit like that, denoting that you a man. And then I was like, no, Jihad look like a woman. So it was a misunderstanding on my part, which somebody else called you a dude. And I'm thinking there was a woman the whole time because I couldn't see you. You understand what I'm saying? That avatar is this big.
You ever heard of a woman named Jihad? Huh?
Well, hell yeah, boy. A whole bunch of times.
I never heard of a damn woman named Jihad. But anyway, fool, it don't matter. You supposed to be talking about your debate. You supposed to be sticking with your debate, fool. I ain't said a damn.
You a bitch?
I'm at work.
Did I come out? Did I call up?
And then you're gonna be able to hear me. You can't hear me now.
I call you a bitch?
I'm going home to get on my laptop, fool. You know what I'm saying? We can take it wherever you want to take it, my nigga.
I call
you can take
you
it wherever
a bitch.
You want to take it, fool. I'm not the one.
I call you a bitch?
I ain't the one, bro.
I'm not the one either. Did I call you a motherfucking bitch? Did I not say, oh, that's a dude?
Hey, Jihad, hey, out of respect for me, bro, we're going to talk about this, man, later, man, offline. But we're going to move on and continue the show if you guys can do it without cussing each other out and the threats and all that stuff. We're not going to have it on the channel.
Bro, all that, I don't want it either, bro. But he took that shit there. I didn't insult him, and I apologize for my mistake. And he came out of his mouth with some bitch and all this old shit.
I understand
I wasn't clowning
bro.
him, bro. I wasn't clowning that nigga.
All right, so we're going to move on from here, man. We ain't going to bring it up no more because, you know what I'm saying, it's going somewhere else that we don't want to go right now, all right? So, hey, Jihad, I'm going to talk to you after this broadcast is over, brother. All right, I'm going to let everybody else back in, and we're going to continue the show. But if it get crazy like that again, I'm going to have to shut everything down. I'm telling y'all now.
Again, I apologize to Jihad right now, but nigga, ain't no bitch over here, bro. And you can best believe that. Everybody tough. Everybody men.
Ain't no woman over here either, nigga.
Everybody. I already know.
Is that you, Joshua?
Like, goddamn.
Yeah, it's me. It's me, Abdul.
Okay. I was like, man, that nigga voice, man. That nigga voice.
I just, Andy G, you sound like a good guy. You look like you're about your business. I would just, it went the wrong way. You're not used to the characters that's in this particular room. And I think that you meant it as like a comedic joke, something funny, because as intelligent men, we kind of confirm that before we take things there just to avoid these situations. However, this ain't
that, bro. I ain't snap.
Nah, it's all good. We understand.
Hey, brother, we got to let him finish talking.
So I just want to say this real quick. Wait 1 second. I just want to restore the respect real quick. If I came off the wrong way, if I pushed you in the wrong way, I apologize for that.
Nobody did.
We want to run a legit platform, bro. So
You don't need to apologize, fam.
It makes me feel better to confirm. How about that?
You don't
I
gotta
like to confirm.
apologize. You did nothing wrong. Nobody called nobody no bitch. Now I will. Xion, he kind of got a little fresh and nigga and all that old shit, and that's cool. But ain't nobody just disrespected nobody during this whole thing for real. Like that, we men. We men. Nobody. I can't. I made an honest mistake and I apologize for it. And he never spoke, so I never. And if he did spoke, I didn't know it was him, and I would have. Oh, that's a dude. Cause on my phone, I don't know what if y'all see it, bro. Them little icons or the avatars, bro. I can't see that shit. All I see is the little green and shit. That's all. And once I made the decision, oh shit, I apologize. But all that bitch and all that, men don't talk like that. That's all I'm saying. Men don't talk like that. Even and I apologize. Damn, I apologize and you call me a bitch? No, nigga, this ain't what that is, bro. Niggas got murked for way less than that down where I'm at. This ain't that, bro. Whatever that is. This ain't that.
I didn't call you no bitch. I call you a hoe. Bitch. I didn't call you. I didn't call you. Hold on.
Like niggas apologize. Nigga, I'm a bitch now? No.
All right, brother. All right, brother. Let's dead it. Let's dead it. Let's move on. Let's talk about what y'all were talking about prior to that.
But yeah, though, I know that a lot of the ways that I might what I've said is just like, oh man, where's the proof and all that. And what I intend is that you guys put down the computer for a second, put down the news, put down the TVs, and go within yourselves because all of the answers actually do lie within yourselves because that's who we are. You really don't have to, bro. All this shit, you really don't have to. Slick don't have to study nothing, bro. If you, this is what Noble Drew Ali teaches, and it's in all of the, excuse me. It's not just with Noble Drew Ali. It says, "Man, know thyself." Man, know thyself. And to know thyself, you have to study thyself. And if you start really truly studying thyself, man, a lot of the answers will really come to you. Because he said, nature is not, he said nature, Xion said nature is not accommodating. I contend that it is. Because nature is both. I don't know if any one of you guys know voodoo or know how to do spells. I do. What that is, nature, read the book, Nature Knows No Color Line. It's not good and evil with me. It's negative and positive, and those are two forces that are neither good nor bad. It's just like in your car. Think about when you need a jump and your battery died. That battery got two posts, a negative charge and a positive charge. Neither one. You take the negative is not bad because if you take that negative post off the battery, your fucking car is not going to stop. It's not going to start up. Put it back on with the positive. It's going to start. Take the positive off, leave the negative on. It's not going to start. Play with the magnets, bro. That's the first lesson in nature. The positive and the positive oppose each other. The negative and the negative oppose each other. The negative and the positive stick without having to work anything out. And from just studying those magnets, bro, all that same law of nature applies to us all, even with men and women. Women are negatively charged. Men are positively charged. See, we're all of the four elements. Earth and water go together. Air and fire go together. So you get a man that's a fire, and then you get a woman that's earth. He's burning. He's scorching the earth. It's opposing. This is why a lot of our relationships don't work.
Pseudo.
Oh no. Oh no.
Pseudo.
Yeah, okay, pseudo.
Hey, let me address the whole panel real quick on that. When the brother talking, man, like y'all gotta save y'all commentary until he finish. You know what I'm saying? I thought we acknowledged that.
I'm trying to get a word in. He's speaking forever. I have to.
Come on, I'm done.
No, wait 1 second. He's going through
I'm doing the Zion
No.
right
It's
now.
not you. It's not you. He's going through so many different topics. I can't just let it go. I have to toss in a dispute somewhere. So instead of argue, I just said pseudo and left it at that. I didn't even want an argument.
Now bring facts to the contrary.
Okay, yes. Prove to us how a woman is negatively charged. And how would you define a charge?
Neither good nor bad.
Yes, but how would you define a charge?
Okay, this is how I would find a charge. An electrical charge. Okay, that's how a frequency. And this is how I'll try to prove that to you. The prostate in a man. See, I know this is gonna go into a crazy subject because I know men just think we're the shit. Okay, but the charge comes from the sperm lie dormant. When we ejaculate, the sperm passes through the prostate. In that prostate is where it receives a large electrical charge, no longer dormant, and that sperm travels to the egg, and a lot of it travels up her kundalini, up her spine, up her 33 vertebrae. Some of it lodges in her brain. But that charge of that sperm goes to her egg and gives that egg some information and a large, massive charge, a spark of life.
Is there any science showing that the prostate was producing the charge and delivering
Yeah.
that charge to the sperm?
Yeah, it is. It actually is. And that's why. And if having and it makes sense to you, like common sense. You ever notice that your woman, she can go all night. Just watch it. Your woman can go all night, and you may be able to eventually, but after you bust, a large amount of energy exerts from your body, and you have to recover from that in most cases. Um, energy is always associated when it's dealing with our bodies. It's electrical.
That's wonderful. Now prove how the woman is negatively charged, because that was the question.
I'll give you, some what we call more science, and I'll give that to you for free. It goes to the natural zodiac marriage. As above, so below. We are all connected to the universe. We are all. Well, I have to ask you a question. Do you believe that we are all connected to this earth here below and the universe above? Do you believe that?
Yes, I believe that, but I believe what you're saying in regards to more science
All right.
being negatively charged is pseudo.
Okay.
Yo, can I ask you a question, brother? Respectfully, brother. Dominus L. I like to call you Dominus L. I like to use people's. You know what I'm saying? I like to use those terms. You know what I'm saying? But brother, do you know do you know comedian? I like to use those terms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know comedian?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So comedian is one of our brothers. You know what I'm saying? So when you discuss more science, understand that comedian and most of these brothers in this room, even LV, and I have had long discussions with comedian, just personally. You know what I'm saying? So we know more science. We're not ignorant to more science, brother. You know what I'm saying? We actually deal with comedian and another brother, Anu Shabazz. These are some top notch, well versed brothers in more science and in Nation of Islam, Islamic teachings. So we're I'm just saying, like, you're not speaking to people who are not versed. We understand these things.
All right. And what I would contend that you asked your brothers there is, what were the high priests of Anubis called? And then we'll leave it at that. But I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? You ask your brothers, who you just mentioned, what were the high priests of Anubis cause.
Oh, do you want to have a discussion with? Because I can certainly set that up.
Yeah,
Go ahead with it.
set it up. And when I say pseudo, I'm not trying to be derogatory in the intellectual world. What I'm
No, you're
saying,
not.
yet to be proven.
Right,
Those things
right,
do
right.
have
Because pseudo
similar
often means subjective. Right.
Yeah, those
And,
have.
I don't
in this
like that
debate
word.
here, we're dealing with objective truths.
I get it. Trust me. I know it rubs people the wrong way, but you know what I mean. How I say it in my delivery is what I choose, but I don't mean disrespect. And hopefully, the energy that person that comes after what I said will show forth that. But when I say
Okay,
pseudo,
word.
man, I'm saying that that's yet to be proven. Yes, there's a lot of correlation in things that are seemingly intact, but there's yet to be a proven methodology to get a consistent result. Because when we talk about you being a fire and then that one being the earth and he scorched the earth, well, I could
Mm-hmm.
pull different people that fit those zodiac signs and he didn't scorch her earth. Or
Nope,
or
I know.
or or,
I put
or
everything in there.
what is perceived to happen did not
Yeah, I said
happen.
it.
So it's not consistent.
Mm-hmm.
You know
I'm with. You know what though, bro? What's your name again? What's your name? Who
LV.
was just? All right, LV. I have to. I'm talking about just with common sense. I have to agree with you, and here's why. I can ask. I can ask that same question. Really, you can say pseudo to everything I said. You can say pseudo to everything Xion WarChild has said. Because really, if you really let's get with the truth here. What really have we proven here today? You see
You
what I'm
want to
saying?
know?
Brother,
Watch this.
I can respond to that because
Wait,
okay,
I'm
go ahead,
responding.
go ahead, brother. Go ahead, go ahead.
The purpose of this engagement is for the people at large to learn how to critically think. Me and Brother Zion fall more so on the Israelite side, but yet we're arguing against things that have no place when it comes to the source and methodology. We have to put those two things in a proper place. We can still deal with the sciences and the methodology and understand that the creator has created a methodology of deliverance when it comes to physical tangible things. But when we jump into the non-tangible things, then that's when we have less limitation when it comes to what we can do. We understand that. Not only that, we understand the things without the limitations can be manifested here in the physical. That's what we're trying to master here.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to bring them
Now that
thoughts.
you said it, I'm in full agreement with you. Now that you said that, now you see why I didn't bring no presentation. I didn't bring no sources. I only mean to appeal to the common sense and when I mean common sense is what really feels more right inside of you. What is really without the sources, without this and all these links and all that. What I only mean to appeal. That's why when I say common sense, I'm really talking about your spirit. What is feels right within your spirit
Can I
about all
respond
that's
to that,
going
brother?
on and this and that. That's
Not
why I didn't bring anything.
okay, okay. And respectfully, I just want to respond to that. One of the issues that we often have is we assume that what's common to us is not is common to others, and that is really the fallacy argument. That really what you said is that you appealing, and that's called an appeal to ignorance, and that's actually a fallacy argument. When you're dealing with debates, what I'm saying, no, with no disrespect, I'm not trying to school you or son you or anything. You know what I'm saying,
No,
brother?
I'm
Um,
I'm with you on it. Do we?
okay.
This is for
Right,
everyone.
right.
So go ahead.
Yeah. When we come into a debate forum such as the Source, you know what I'm saying, respectable debate forum, you know what I'm saying. We do use common sense, but we back our common sense with information, with scholarly sources, because a lot of times of what our people have dealt with throughout history is that we lean toward our common senses and we found ourselves in situations where what we thought was common sense did not necessarily work in those situations. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, let me go to China. For instance, in China, the Boxer Rebellion was because China, you know what I'm saying, even though China had created gunpowder, China was very huge on martial arts and metaphysical thoughts, metaphysical thinking. And so when the English came into China, they came with their guns, which they got the gunpowder from the Chinese people. They learned that whole thing from them. They took that gunpowder science and turned it into musket guns, right? So the Chinese people, with their metaphysical thinking and their common knowledge, they thought that they could harden their bodies through iron. Because I'm a martial artist, 25-year martial artist. Iron shirt, iron body training, where they strengthen their bodies. Now, in most martial arts schools, there are those who can physically defend themselves against knife strikes and blade cuts. You know what I'm saying? By hardening their body through training and conditioning. But their common sense lead them towards the idea that they could actually physically condition their bodies to defend against bullets. And guess what happened? You don't even have to guess. The English won. Okay? With bullets. These Negroes were coming in. These Chinese, and these are dark-skinned Southern Chinese people. They were the black Asians. Okay? Hardening their bodies with Dit Da Jiao, because I can make Dit Da Jiao, right? I know herbs. I know Chinese medicinal herbs. Okay? I studied this for years, bro, since I was 15. I'm 46 now. I understand those sciences on that level, but there is a spiritual understanding of the world, and then there's an objective physical understanding of the world that we often have to recondition how we see things as common knowledge. So when these Europeans came in with their musket guns, you had all these hard-body kung fu ninjas coming with guandos and halberd weapons and swords, like, and they started shooting, and then niggas started dying.
Well, and you're absolutely right about this, though.
So that's what I'm saying. So we can't always say that common knowledge term, because there are people whose common knowledge is not even developed. There are people who have a child's knowledge isn't fully developed, where their common knowledge, they can make sense of simple things, you know what I'm saying? But they don't know, you know what I'm saying, what poison ivy is. They don't know not to stick some of those red berries that's on those, you know what I'm saying, little bushes, not to put them in their mouth. You got to tell a child not to eat something that looks like candy or eat a pill off the floor. You know what I'm saying? That commonly they would look at that as candy. And they would eat it. And they would get sick. So this is what I'm saying, brother. When we come with sources to back us. Because what we don't want to do is we don't want to mislead our people by giving them information and saying that, oh yeah, inside of you there is information. No, inside of you is the capacity to study and show thyself approved, so that when you really start making sense of things, the basic common knowledge that you had is further developed in order to protect yourself against ignorance, against mistakes that could cause you. Yeah.
Do you suggest our people to take the vaccine then?
No, my common sense would say, after the Tuskegee experiments, hell to the no.
That's funny as hell.
Okay, hell to the no.
With the brother Xion, you know.
Okay, no, I ain't that stupid. I'm not that stupid now.
the brother Xion, right? He keeps referring to, you know, the source and sources, and that's the benefit of this particular demonstration that we're doing right now, is to put things in a proper place. Listen, there's times when we get with our children and we have them spiritual bonds that's outside of words and reasoning. But then we still have a material world where there's a methodology that we could apply that's proven time and time out. Not to say that you can't get hurt, not to say that your feelings won't get hurt, not to say that there's limitations, but it's to make you aware of what we can do, what we can't do, and for you to make a strategy based on what it is that you have access to. Right. And each, you know, even when we talk about that spiritual side, there's no spiritual happenings in our physical world without a physical conduit. And when it's physical, then that means there's a rule of it.
Yeah. I
You
agree.
feel me? You know, it's not gonna
I
rain
agree.
pickles and yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Lava come out with
Right.
flowers on
Right.
on.
And
That's not
right.
happening.
Right. And so I want to apologize to this brother because I did say to this brother, you know what I'm saying, to have some citations, at least a couple of citations to back him up. He told me in my on my page that, you know what I'm saying, that he's the source. And I said, okay, brother, but I would suggest, you know what I'm saying, that you have, because brother, you don't know how many losses I've taken in this room.
Oh, and to
I'm
add to your
seasoned now.
story.
I'm seasoned in my argument, even though I feel like even in those losses, I had points. I just didn't argue in the way I should have. You understand what I'm saying? And so learning from my mistakes, you know what I'm saying? I brought you into this room, but I tried to prepare you. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? My new thing now is to unify the rap battle with the debates, because a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, we get scholastic, but we also engage in a little banter. You know what I'm saying? We do. You
Bro,
know what I'm saying? Here in the source,
pit bulls
you know what I'm
and
saying? In the
alligators
Lions
do what
Den or
they
the
do.
Lions Den and other debate leagues. If you ever watch Sarnet, I'm sure you're familiar with Sarnet. We
Yeah,
get into this
JJ
banter.
7000 is my boy. That's my boy right there.
Yeah, he don't really rock with me, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no love lost.
We go
But
at
at the
each
end of the
other.
day,
We go at each
you
other.
know JJ 7000. If you watch the last show where I'm sorry, but Pastor whatever his name, he didn't even really have to smush JJ's head. JJ was overly freaking overzealous, and he was too amped, and I think he was having a couple of
He'll
drinks.
do
Now
that. He'll do that.
The last time I lost against Joshua, I was drinking. I pulled out I was in my suit and tie the whole night. I thought I was so arrogant. I was like, you know what? I'm about to smush this big little head in. And then I pulled out the bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon and I presented it on the screen. You know what I'm saying? And I thought I was all fly. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then and then, you know what I'm saying? I argued my
And
case.
you
Everybody was like,
lost.
yo, I like your first round. I like your first round. The second round came. All of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, Joshua was hitting me with some points, and I got mad. You know what I'm saying? I got mad and I got off my square. And I see JJ 7000 do this all the time. The last time he sent that little light skin boy that I smushed in the back chat in the Lions. I was like, why would he send that little he ain't even seasoned enough to go on Sarnetta. That was foul on JJ's part. I think that
Bro, believe it or
that
not,
was
believe it or not, I mean to cut you off, but believe it or not, me and JJ done went at it so many times. But
okay. Yeah. I believe it. I believe it.
he knows I'm a Moor, and I know he's an
right.
Israelite.
We don't really like to
JJ,
talk about them brothers too much over here. You know what I'm saying? We try to keep, you know what I'm saying, that distance because, you know what I'm saying, there's
you
a lot
familiar
of
with Prince
disrespect
Charles
that has
Landon?
gone on from them. Who?
You
JJ
familiar with Prince
7000, I know
Charles
goofy.
Landon?
He's a
I think
goofy.
his name is
Say,
Prince
who?
Charles Landon.
One second,
No, I'm not
familiar?
familiar with him.
Y'all familiar with the mighty Hebrew?
Yes,
I've heard of
familiar
Mighty
with him.
Hebrew. Yeah. Yes.
Me and him done been in the rooms. But see, I'm not a debater. I'm not a scholar. That's not what I do.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Right.
we all.
Well, you said that you were asking. You've been looking for a debate. When I challenged you to a debate, you was like, "Thank you, brother. I've been looking for a debate.
Yeah.
I've been asking for a debate." So, sister, this is all for all of us. You know what I'm saying? It's a teachable moment. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you do engage into a debate, you know what I'm saying? Have some backup, man. Put some. You know, you're gonna have that banana clip with 5 bullets in it.
You might as well not even have it if you got 5
You know what I'm
bullets.
saying? You ain't gonna. You ain't gonna have that big old banana clip with 3 bullets in it. You know what I'm saying? You engaging in battle, you gonna lock and load, and you gonna fill that thing up with everything that it can hold. And that has to back up. Right. It has to back up, and that's how we debate in here, man. We have our opinions, we have our thinking, we have our common sense, and with that we do our studies. Not only do we research the things that support our arguments, but we actually research the arguments against. And that's one of the things that I learned in the legal field. Like I said, I've had to go to depositions. I've had to go to courtrooms and reschedule and adjourned appointments for criminal and family law. You know what I'm saying? They sent me in there by myself, my brother. So I had to tighten up.
Here's some advice for you. DBA your name. Do what I tell you to do now. DBA your name. Whatever your name is, DBA it. And then DBA your children's name. DBA your baby's name. And then create a contract with them. And be the authorized representative of their be the authorized representative.
I know a lot about the
It's a story you just told. It's a story you just told real quick. You told me about the Chinese. And you know,
hey, wrap it up in 15 minutes, y'all. You got 15 minutes to wrap it up.
Okay, yeah, we still gotta get the judges. I don't think Darrell ever got a chance. Other Darrell ever got a chance to ask any questions to the brother. You know what I'm saying? Things got hot and we kind of got off track.
Let me just get in real quick.
I got no questions.
Zion mentioned about the Europeans getting the gunpowder, and you know, although some of the indigenous Manchurians or Chinese, they hardened their bodies and they could block bullets, but eventually when they came back with that gunpowder, you know, they was getting hurt. Now watch this though. There's another story that's not really told, and it's about Napoleon having the most massive army on the planet at that time. Went off into Haiti, and the reports were that bullets were bouncing off of these boys' bodies, and their guns did not work, and the Haitians did not have any weapons like that. Just some couple of few weapons. But what they used was the principle of nature. The report said that trees were coming alive. Other reports were coming that some men were turning into lions, tigers, and bears and ripping them up. And they sent scientists back in after that. And that's where they came up with the French word voodoo.
Brother.
This also, hold on, because this you can go look up.
All right. We're trying to make it quick because we losing our judges, man.
I will. And there's another story when Hitler went into France. France had colonized Sierra Leone, all that those West African countries that knew the voodoo. And when Hitler invaded France, who did they call? The same lion, tiger, bears going to save that.
No. We're not even gonna move past that. Listen, my brother. That's bro. That's nothing more than creative language that they use when they're writing, bro.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm not. I can't confirm those stories, nor can I deny them. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, what we need to do is we need to finish this debate. At the end of the day, we need to see who, you know what I'm saying, what the judges have decided. You know what I'm saying? I've lost so many debates that, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? When people make their decisions, and I usually try to take it with grace, except for Joshua's debate.
know that really,
but
I care not.
But LV. Where's Brother Darrell? Brother Darrell still here? Is Brother no, brother, bring Brother Darrell back, get Brother Darrell back, and let's close this out, man, with the judges, man. So we can move forward, you know what I'm saying? Because it's getting a little late. It's like 3 hours and yeah, go ahead, brother.
Final remark, I didn't come here to win or lose. See, that's because I'm not a debater.
That's usually what I do. I don't really look at winning and losing. It's about the edification of the people at the end of the day.
That's what this is. And I want you guys to find out what an Uncle Tom really is. You'll be amazed.
Hey man, I appreciate
Okay. Can we get Jihad or what's called? Because we need three judges. Brother Joshua, can you get somebody back here and make a judgment call? Anybody who's been watching.
One more time too. I apologize.
It's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? We get hot. So we all get hot back here sometimes, man. It happens.
That's what.
But you know what I'm saying? You show the emotional, maturity. You know what I'm saying? To apologize, and you know what I'm saying? We respect that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I've apologized multiple times. I had to. You know what I'm saying? Because I've fallen out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? And made some. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, brother. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure you know what I'm saying. The brothers in the source would love to discuss some of the other issues that you brought up. you know what I'm saying, and further conversation, you know what I'm saying. And I'll let them speak for themselves, but you know what I'm saying, you're very much welcome at Firehouse as well.
If y'all got a
We
little,
have
if y'all
this
got
is like the first group that we have
like
a
chat
union, you
room,
know what I'm
add
saying.
me
Brother
into it.
Abdul is still here. Brother Abdul is here. Brother LV Europa's here. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Europa Report TV. Please, you know what I'm saying? Click like, sign, and you know what I'm saying? And can we get Brother Josh Shub, you still there?
Yeah, Daryl left, so I can't get Daryl.
Okay. Okay. Can we get Jihad? Well, Jihad will probably be a conflict of interest since they had words with each other. So can we get
No,
another
bring them
can we get another
Bring
judge?
them on in.
Can we get another judge? You know what I'm saying?
Bring Jihad back on in. Bring Jihad back on
All
in.
right. All right. All right. You requested it, so you know what I'm saying, I'll let you know what I'm saying, brother Josh,
Bring
you
them
know
on
what I'm
in.
saying, do his work.
Let me see if I can get my sister Diamond to come in here real quick if she can and see. I think she's seen
Okay,
all
yeah, I
that.
haven't spoken to Diamond in a while. Diamond's awesome.
The problem is it's so late, man. You know what I'm saying?
I know. It's after 12, and so I got a lot of people
Can I
probably
give my
calling back,
judgment,
but
please?
Yeah, go ahead, LV Europa.
Okay, man. Both of you guys did a stellar job on the commentary aspect of it. I like what I heard from both of you.
L,
Very good energy, and I want to say Zion won the debate. He brought more concrete evidence and more critical points to the conversation that had more validity. And the other brother made good points too. He actually has something good going on, and it's unfortunate that these two are debating. If they were on the same team, then we'd be able to fill in the gaps between both of the worlds. But unfortunately, they're the metaphysical and the spiritual and the unseen connections is not a part of the demonstration here. So hands down, it goes to Zion Williams. Congratulations, WarChild. Congratulations to both of you brothers.
For sure.
All right, Abdul.
Yeah, I don't vote. I didn't come to vote. I don't vote.
Yeah, brother.
Well, give an insight then.
damn.
At least give an insight. Give an insight.
Okay, it was good on both ends. You know, I don't agree with both of you guys, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have to. And both of you brothers brought good information, and the ab hominems was off the chain. I was loving it. I was back here rolling. Zion had me weak when he was rapping and talking at the same time.
Right, bro. I had to mute that shit and start laughing, bro.
Oh man, but
And he had bars. It was rhyming.
He was having bars. He was having bars like this nigga Zion. But no, it was a good thing, brother. You know what I'm saying?
You can't vote on the presentation alone, not the information, the presentation.
Well, okay, Zion's presentation was better. I liked it, the brother's room. He had the star back there, but he was doing that talking with his hands like he was doing a little spell. You know, that's on in front of the camera, like he's trying to lead me doing this. I'm like, oh, this brother. And then he said he knows how to do the voodoo and the stuff. I was like, oh, this brother. But you know, it was cool. You know, it was cool. I enjoyed it. You see, I stayed for the whole thing, right? You know,
Indeed. Yo,
congratulations,
Josh
brother.
Shub, as a
Congratulations.
moderator, can give thanks, man. Yo, brother Josh Shub, I know you. I don't know as the moderator if you can vote necessarily.
Your chart just came in. He can vote. He saw the whole thing.
Oh yeah, bring him in.
Hey, Yashar, who you think won tonight's debate?
Man. When it come down to it, man, I wasn't ready for to be a judge, so I didn't take notes like that. But I'll give you my understanding from what I heard. So coming with the sources and the things that was backing up, the points that was made. Zion, he did that. He came through with that. Um, brother, who is that? Andy?
Yeah.
Yeah, brother Andy. Hey, shout out to you, man. Appreciate you coming through. Showing up, and doing your thing, man. Hopefully, next debate you can come with a PowerPoint and what I'm saying, show some of your information, to back up what you're saying. That'll be awesome.
I'll do that.
Appreciate you, brother. Just back to the judgment. It's a good debate, man. Zion is real fiery. Doing this thing. What I will say is this: the information that Zion was bringing out, you can actually go back and fact check it and see what he was saying. That's the problem that I had with the brother Andy. Like, I was hearing what he was saying, but it's like if I'm not him, I can't go back and I can't go do the work that he did to be able to say, well, yeah or nay, right? The work that I'll be doing is my own personal work. So when the brother LV asked, the brother Andy, well, can you show us any of your work? It was more or less, well, let me talk this out instead of, saying, well, hold on, brother, let me show you a little bit right here. This is something from Facebook. I put it up, posted it, when it was done. And this is the work that I was putting in, when it comes down to this COVID, bam, 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 right? So with that being said, my vote goes to Zion.
For sure.
All right, and the final judge is from our sister Diamond. She gave it to Zion as well. She pretty much said it's on the screen that Zion brought out several valid points, and the brother Andy did not debunk Zion's claims at all. So that's that on that, man. Any closing remarks before we,
Yeah, I got a bar. I got a bar. Zion's on your case, my nigga. We rock with them soft debates, my nigga. Lion fits? We ain't them fake niggas. Shit there's too much at stake, my nigga. Bars, yo. I love you, man. Good looks, man. I appreciate you coming through, man. Much respect to Source Debate, you know what I'm saying? Big up Firehouse, LB your report, Europa Report TV. You know what I'm saying? Much love to everybody, y'all. I appreciate all y'all. And I appreciate you too, my brother, Dominus. I like to call you Dominus because that's that alpha male.
You already know.
Alpha male shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Dominus L. That's what I'm gonna call you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? You did a good job, man. Just, next time, you know what I mean? I tried to get you to come with a couple of sources, at least a couple of sources. And I have my PowerPoint. Usually we come with PowerPoints, bro. We come with PowerPoints. You know what I'm saying? At least I think it's 4 to 6 pages. You know what I'm saying? A couple of bullet points and some citations, man.
I'm more than prepared to do that. I got you. And I like to appreciate y'all boys. Let me come on in here and do what I do. And I just want to leave this in your ears. I heard someone saying about, well, we can fact check that, and I have no doubt about that. But who's fact checking the fact checkers? You know what I mean? I kind of studied the system, and I had the great pleasure of talking to and sitting down with the great Dick Gregory to kind of school us on how information is used, why it's used, and how it's put out. And those that are in control of narrative, yeah, I'm sure you can have all kind of sources for it. You know what I mean? But that still doesn't prove anything. It really doesn't. Because everything out here, there's an old saying that your parents may have told you that believe none of what you hear and only half of what you see. In this world right here that we're living in, being that we've been lied to about every single thing ever told has been a lie for real. with me knowing that,
Argument
right
from
there,
ignorance.
with
There's
me
plenty of
knowing
things that
that,
I've been told. Wait, there's plenty of things that I've been told that was true, right, and exact. That's an appeal to ignorance, my brother. That's not how things work. Yes,
yeah,
there's been
I'm
some certain things that's
familiar
been
with that.
miscued.
Yeah, but what
Um,
I'm actually referring to about these lies, um, all the lies told about history, all the lies told about this, all the lies told about that, all the lies that are fed to everyone every single day, especially when it's coming from a known enemy. You get what I'm saying? And just because somebody's skin looks like mine comes around and confirming that something is this and something is that, that don't mean nothing either because I'm aware that there are many people that look like me and you that aren't right and exact and that will come around and corroborate a whole bunch of bullshit.
but vice
You know,
versa as well.
of course, it's always vice versa.
So it
But
it boils down to the preponderance of evidence.
yeah,
Everybody has their point of view and people who will
now,
support it. But what is the
thank you,
support based on?
thank you. Now, the evidence. What is the evidence for real that we have? All we know is there's 1,000 bodies piled up, but no real evidence of it. Yeah, there may be a few images shown on a TV, but none of us here, not Zion or anyone, has the actual evidence of that. Yes,
Let me just
we
say this.
know
Let me
people.
interject
You feel
real
me?
quick
Where's the
before you know what I'm saying, before we end this. You know what I'm saying? The evidence that I have is my daughter's tears. Okay, my daughter called me because my daughter's in the medical field. You know what I'm saying? And she was
Mhm.
there.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? In the beginning of the COVID-19 situation. And when she called me crying, you know what I'm saying, about
Mhm.
what she was seeing, she said
Mhm.
they had at least three or four refrigerated trucks in the back, and two of them were
Mhm.
fully loaded. And she was
Mhm.
like, "Dad, this is crazy. This is on Long Island. You know what I'm saying? One of the highest areas, one of the worst
She w-
areas
she
was
was
New
one of the
York.
ones packing. She was one of the ones packing the bodies
She
in
didn't do
there.
the packing. But she was watching
She
the whole
just saw.
thing
She
go
just
down.
saw what she thought were bodies going into there.
No, she saw the bodies going in. She, you know what I'm saying? She's in the administration aspect of it. So she had to do the numbers and stuff. She had to do all of the
Mm.
documents, the writing when they were going and sending these people these bodies to the morgue. She was doing all of that.
Jesus.
Okay, so it's not, you know what I'm saying. You know
Administrative.
what I'm saying? Yeah. So she had the numbers. You know what I'm saying? And I told my daughter, I said, "Yo, listen, if it's that serious right now, I would ask you, you know what I'm saying, from the bottom of my heart, to drop
Get the
that
fuck
job
out of
right
there.
now. I'm not playing with
Mhm.
you. You know, not with my baby. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying. Let's close out because it's getting late, and
For sure.
yeah, man. Yo, we definitely want to
This
chop
was
it.
a good one.
I enjoyed this, you know what I'm saying, without,
Yeah, this was a good one.
things get hot and heavy. We do this, you know what I'm saying? We've gone here, me and Josh Schuber gone here. We see me and Josh Schuber still, you know what I'm saying, brothers, and you know what I'm saying, we clean things up, and sometimes, the best friends that you have that you find, you'll find some of the best friends that you ever that you ever have had were people that you probably had beef with before in the beginning.
Every
You know
time.
what I'm
Every
saying?
time.
And so, yeah,
Every
and
time.
so, you know what I'm saying? It's all about love. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? We as men, we assert ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We assert ourselves and establish respect amongst others because, some people will try to step on you. But, but when you show them that you know what I'm saying, that you can't be pushed, that you go and stand on your square, you know what I'm saying, you'll find that you gain the greatest friends. You understand what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
So
All day. For sure.
so it's all love, brother. You know what I'm saying?
All
Let's
of it.
brother
It's always
Josh
love.
close out, man. Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Much love to
And
you.
man, give Hot man a shout out for me, bro. You know what I mean? Hey man,
Much love. Absolutely.
apologize for that. But boy, you'll never hear me calling you no bitch. I don't do that. I don't talk to men like that. You know what I mean? Just don't So I get heated over that, and I'm so glad that this happened here and not in close quarters. You know what I mean? Because that would have got ugly right there. And I'm so glad that we weren't in the face of each other during that time right there. Because it would have been a real misunderstanding with that. You know what I mean? And but I do apologize, and I'll work on that myself. You know what I mean? I'll work on that myself. My response to stuff like that has always been very aggressive. Other than that, man, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You can talk all the shit you want to with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Joshua,
Good
you ready?
debate though, man. I respect your I respect the decision of the panel, bro. That you know what I mean?
Yeah, I had to go overboard with the battle rap stuff, man. Yeah.
I respect the decision of the
It was
panel.
a setup, man. It was a sticker. It wasn't a debate. It's a sticker. Yo, Joshua, close us out, man.
All right, brothers, man. Good showing, man. Let's just try to be more professional next time. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys, man. And we're gonna close out with LV Europa, man. And I'm out of here. 12:30.
For sure. For sure. For sure.
I got a visa, that's one swipe. Bitch had to demeanor, I got that all money, baby. That bitch came with a beeper, cold as a freezer. Heat up in my leisure, I feel like a feel, baby. You know I'm a keeper, I got a visa, that's one swipe. Bitch had to demeanor, I got that all money, baby. That bitch came with a beeper, cold as a freezer. Heat up in my leisure, I feel like a fever, baby. You should know that I'm a keeper. This is a keepsake, and you can keep that tucked away. Some gon' come with the lies. Remember them when you pray. Some gon' cry when they die. You don't worry about the K. Look, I done went through away my time to show, so I'm living today. That shit was real. I had to turn to slaves. But you gotta be brave. It's a land of the free. Gotta move like waves. Put the ring to the pad. I give them path for the rage. Then I put them on the path to take them all up the stage. I got a visa, that's one swipe. Bitch change your demeanor, I got that all money, baby. That bitch came with a beeper, cold as a freezer. Heat up in my leisure, I feel like a fever, baby. You know I'm a keeper, I got a visa, that's one swipe. Bitch change your demeanor, I got that all money, baby. That bitch came with a beeper, cold as a freezer. Heat up in my leisure, I feel like a fever, baby. You should know that I'm a keeper. This is a keepsake, ayy. You can use this right away. Some gon' come with the truth. Honor them when you pray. Some gon' laugh about their life. They don't worry about delays. Look, I done whipped up away that lever's real when you can use it today. Don't worry about how you're gonna get paid. Lord, give it free, take it away, ayy. Don't you wanna be free? Remove that rage. There's a path to the light. Don't misuse those ways. Sweet flow with the truth. Gotta move like waves. I got a visa, that's one swipe. The change of demeanor, I got that all money, baby. That bitch came with a beeper, cold as a freezer. Heat up in my leisure, I feel like a fever, baby. You know I'm a keeper, I got a visa, that's one swipe. The change of demeanor, I got that all money, baby. That bitch came with a beeper, cold as a freezer. Heat up in my leisure, I feel like a fever, baby. You should know that I'm a keeper.
All right, we out, man. We out, man. I'm gonna say shalom to the panel, shalom to the audience, Source Gang, 7 Gang over everything, LDK. You know how we doing over here. You know how we rocking, man. We out.
Sir, Firehouse.
Hey, Jihad, we wrapping it up, brother. We out of here, brother.
Oh, all right.
All right, brother. Shalom. Shalom, my dude.
Shalom.